song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
I took some video at the very. This is going into half. King. It had been cut to 4, but the Kings realized that they had a chance. It was different than last year, and this hasn't been released yet. But this is also complete with Mike Brown's part of his halftime speech to the team. This is again going into the half here. Let me see. Am I up here? Hello. Yeah. And. It's messing with my bit. I'm not up, am I? I mean, I am up. I'm not. I am. I'm up in there. And
you're up in here. Up in here.
That's strange. Why would I not be? I had a whole little stupid bit going, and there we go. Hi, that was loud. All right, let's try this one then.
He's cut! Russian's cut! It's a bad cut! And now it's Rocky Balboa coming after Ivan Drago!
That's what the Kings for This kid, my kid next to me. Is it a halftime bell?
He grabs Rocky Balboa by the throat.
Straight one.
And throws him to the ground like a wrestler. It's another war.
Technical foul.
No holds barred in Moscow.
Hold 1 second.
Rocky may be on the receiving end so far, but he's here to fight. This is shaping up to be a personal war, and right now, it's anybody's boxing match.
Let's hear from Mike Brown.
I'm doing good, Rocky.
Oh, wait, that's
Jordy
Chatriano.
That's beer the glass. That's what's all.
That's a
Steve
secret.
hurt back. Yeah. Now he's worried.
Here's Mike.
Cut it. You're hurting. You see? You see? He's not a machine. He's a man.
Неправда.
Stuff.
Winning more than he does. No pain. No pain. No pain. Okay, take it to him. Take it to him.
That was pretty motivational.
That's good stuff that you got.
Really good stuff.
Yeah.
I actually what I did is before the game, I was in there for I actually hid my phone and just left it on voice memos.
Oh, nice.
And then I stashed it.
Yeah.
I went
I
back
wish you
in
weren't a
and
liar.
And I grabbed my son's phone for the end of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Right, middle of the fourth quarter when they were building a big lead, and you'll hear his voice at some point in here. But this is when they realized they were finally going to vanquish their demons. Yeah. That's Keon threes. That was my son. That's Steph. Here's not going to catch him just because works in my story. The count out. That's it. It's over. Bell rang. Buzzer sounded, and it was done. And the Warriors got sent to L Street.
You know what the most unbelievable part of your story is?
Which?
You leaving your phone somewhere.
That's a great point, right there.
Great point, Chris.
Man.
Fun, huh?
Yes. Really, really, you don't want to be a prisoner of the moment, but you don't want to be a prisoner of the moment, but honestly, I would say that was the best feeling I've had as a Kings fan in 22 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we said it going into yesterday, like the disparity of the feeling today or last night.
Yes.
Was we were going to see Steph do the night. Like that was a possibility you had to know going to the game. And for some, a likely possibility.
Likely.
Or the sweetest beam we've ever seen. And we got the sweetest beam we've ever seen.
Well,
and the Kings played so well.
Beam. Yes.
I mean, it wasn't like, well, they got lucky. Like, they were great.
Yeah, there was no luck last night.
They didn't have to be great for a series. They'd be great for 4 quarters. And they really were a little wobbly at one point, just a little.
Yep, cut it to 1. Warriors cut it to 1. That's right.
And I think there was probably a point for a lot of people. I know they're like, oh, my goodness. This is happening again?
Mm-hmm.
Big lead. Not a big. I mean, 16. But 16 is doable. And down to 1. And then to elevate it up north of 20 after that, that to me is what I love the most.
It's the first time the Kings have ever won a winner-take-all game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like going back, like, okay, don't be no recency bias. Let's just go backwards here. So it's like, and obviously I'm not talking about like, look, the best moment, and to be honest, the best moment even better than last year. Best moment of the last 22 years was, the relocation board is voted 8-0. But that's off court.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, was last night better than was it better than Portland when we clinched? That's a different kind of win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that was to get in, and that was like a special moment. But you knew it was going to come. I mean, you had your doubts, of course, as a Kings fan, but you knew it was going to come. And then it happened, and that was just this big release. Was it better than the game 1? Game 2 victories were amazing.
Game 6
was fantastic. And then obviously game 7, but I would put, then you go back through, okay, well, what about everything after road 2? What about the series wins? But I also feel like in those cases too, we as a fan base had been conditioned to making the playoffs and advancing. This was the demons that you needed to exercise from last year that less than a year ago were on your home court sending you home, or around a year ago we're sending you home. The dynasty being able to effectively, and we don't know the cases, but you want to talk about odds. Odds are the Sacramento Kings, which is how we can say it, killed the Warriors dynasty, killed it off. It's almost certainly not going to be the same next year. You're almost certainly going to have one, if not more, of the big 3 gone.
Yeah, though I saw some, I don't know if they were joking or being serious, but said, honestly, what the Kings did to Clay might have helped him stay. I mean, because he's kind of one of the prize free agents.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, look, it's more about his career than last night. But last night, first scoreless game since 2012 for him.
Wait, Clay played last night?
He was the Kings defensive player of the game. Yeah. So you and also I would say this, at least you were at all the games last year. I was at game 2.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like there were more Warrior fans last night than there were last year.
Yeah, I actually thought there'd be a little bit more, to be honest, yesterday.
I was worried it was going to be like a split.
They were there.
I think it was 60-40 at most, probably 70-30.
Yesterday?
Kings. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was more, like 70-30.
Yeah.
Even more than that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like game 1 last year where literally like we could look in there and go, there's one.
Right.
Oh, like you were seeing one amongst like the entirety, but like, and not everybody was wearing the white shirts. You're like, oh, there's some Warrior fans here. I could hear them.
You could hear them.
Yeah.
But I think they had strange tickets.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
They were only allowed in there for 3 quarters.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, I don't think their tickets were good for all 4 quarters. Chris,
Yeah.
that's a really good point. I saw some of
Why
them.
would they buy those?
I don't know. You think you'd want to see the end of the game, but
Yeah.
all of a sudden they were rushing hurriedly to the exits.
Maybe they paid less.
Maybe
You know what? Maybe their parking meters went up.
Maybe they bought their tickets from the Andersons.
Oh, because the Andersons always get
They
tickets.
always get
How'd
tickets.
they get in the game?
So really, I go back to, I guess the question I'm trying to figure out in my head is, on court, was last night the best feeling for Kings fans since that Mike Bibby shot went through the 20?
I remember. I mean, look, it's so
I know.
hard to put you into the exact emotional, but last night was great. I mean, it really was. One I'd like to nominate was when they won in Phoenix to advance for the first time. The Sacramento Kings had never been out of the first round.
You're talking about way like 90 or 2001?
Yeah.
99 Jazz, 92, then what? Or
2000.
And then didn't they advance in 01, and then that was when they got swept in the second by the Lakers?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that first time they finally got through was a pretty great moment, but
that was before the Bibby shot.
it was.
Right.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
it was before.
Yeah.
I mean, this was great.
It was.
There were. I mean, like, as a Kings fan last night, what would be a complaint?
We can't do it again tonight and against the one and have the same result.
Only have one evening.
Yeah,
of it.
that's it.
I mean, to me, I guess the only one would be it didn't get you in.
Yeah, but again, at that point, it's that's out of their control.
Right,
that was in their control.
Before, but
and
not last
going
night.
in, nobody was more down than me, obviously, going into last night. I had zero expectations, as I said. And if I'm being perfectly honest, like, first off, and we'll get into this later, went with a couple friends, took my son. That was I can't even talk about that.
He was all over the broadcast.
A little Ginge getting in there, he was getting pictures, and I was getting pictures the whole time. To be able to share that with my son, I literally can't talk about that today. I will lose it. Like, it was just a really special moment. But then there was this guy like 2 rows down, nice enough guy. He kept yelling at me that something about Draymond Green, and God, I hope this isn't some reference I don't know. Something about Draymond Green and turkey sausage. Does that ring any bells? All night long.
What was he saying to you?
He's like, dude, Draymond Green, some store in Danville, his order is turkey sausage. And I'm like, and at first, like, like when it's loud and someone's like trying to say, and you just like, yeah, like, and so I was like, yes. And it was like me, my son, somebody else, and this dude, right? He's actually on Twitter because he tweeted me about turkey sausage. And then all night long, he's chanting turkey sausage. Dude, I couldn't I have no context for it all night. And then he's like fist pounding me saying turkey sausage. And the whole night I think, what joke am I missing? But all right, I don't care what you're chanting. It's working. Light the beam. Turkey sausage.
Turkey sausage.
Right.
Yeah.
What? Anyways.
I don't know it.
And this guy next to me, a couple seats down, Jason, it was like 4 minutes left. I want to say we were up 20 or something. This dude starts going, light the beam. And I almost killed him. Like, I couldn't.
Too early?
Oh my God. Yeah, I felt like a minute. Realistically,
when Kerr took the fellas
out, you're right.
This is a wrap.
But I gotta think there were other people like going into the 4. I remember going to the 4. I think we were up 15.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I turned him and we're talking. And it's like, just hold.
Yeah.
Just hold it. And then I think the Warriors might have scored the first bat. They cut us to like 13. And I'm like, oh God, that's 13. Come on, just hold, guys. Just hold. I kind of want them to hold the ball the whole time and just run the 24-second clock out and play really good defense. I was just so freaked out about it. And then they built on it a little bit. Keegan Murray at one point, I think it was Keegan or Keon Ellis hit a 3 after the Warriors had scored, I think 2 or 3 straight times. It's like, oh my God, that's the biggest basket ever. Don't let them
get it. That happened a lot. It
really, really, really did. All right.
I had a friend say to me when Kings were up 20 with like 5 minutes ago, he's like, oh, this game's over. And it's just, shut up.
Seriously, shut up. And honestly, if they'd have lost, I would fully have expected you to tell me that story today, and then off air, we get his address and just go take care of business after the show. Because that's what would have needed. Like, you can't do that.
Sometimes you have to do the thing you have to do.
You do have to do the thing you have to do. And you know what we have to do today? I would say this is one of those days, doesn't happen that often, where I would actually pay cash money to do this show. Like, what a day. 3 hours and 45 minutes of show, and it's not even enough. Let me give you a breakdown of what we will be talking about today. There was baseball last night, some leftovers from the draft, some football news. I think there might even be some golf. We're not talking about any of that at any point. We even have co-opted Safer Out into a Kings version.
Safer Out was very generous to give that up.
Very, very generous to give up their spot. They understand it. We have a rule. Anytime the Kings win a postseason game and send another team home that's a dynasty, we talk about them for 4 hours straight.
It's in the fine print. It's not our rules.
So the good news or the bad news is, if you're looking for anything other than Kings coverage, this is not the show for you today. The good news is, if you want to talk Kings and hear about Kings, that's what we got till 10 a.m. Yeah, Kings. It's myself. It's television's Jason Ross. I think are we doing it? We're doing a TV hit.
We're TV stars.
We're TV stars. You wearing your suit and all that. Yeah. But funny if you and I had gone in, because you'd have been in a suit. I would have been like full
pajamas.
Yeah, 100% Kings pajamas. Chris Ralad in his Manchester City jersey.
He's got shorts on today.
Big game. What do you mean big game? You mean after Liverpool and Arsenal gave you a nice little present over the weekend? Here you go. Here's the title, buddy. We're going to lose at home. Me. Why can't we have that luck, man? Yorkshire. Anyways, it's not about that. See, I just talked soccer. It's Kings. We're right back. Take a guess as to what leading off's all about coming up next.
Has Monty put together a roster that can help make a deep playoff run this season?
Just trying to give coach options, give him guys that can help us win in a variety of areas. Obviously, our top guys are going to play every game, but there's going to be other times, whether it's injuries, matchups, we've got to have some variety on the bench for coach to point to and say, go in there and help us win.
Tune into every Kings game this season
on Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Xfinity 10G, the network made for streaming. Well, as the A's continue this final season in Oakland, I think it's important to remember that the Coliseum has been home to some of the greatest names in the game. August 17th, before the A's play the Giants, the A's will honor Jose Canseco, Terry Steinbach, Miguel Tejada, Bill King, Dick Williams, and Eddie Juice from the Philly days as the latest members of the A's Hall of Fame.
Want more speed? Well, Xfinity just increased their internet speeds, and they're faster than ever. It's time to get more out of your internet with faster speeds from Xfinity. Now through June 21st, get 150 megabit Xfinity internet for only $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. That's double the speed for the same great price. Click, call, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto-pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and other charges extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
Let's do it. Leading off, the 3 top stories in the morning.
Huge news. This is very important.
Here's cut number 1.
He's working hard to free up. Now he retreats to the logo and kind of rebalances the floor. They swing it to Keegan. Going for another one. He hits it from the line drive on the right wing. That's the 8th three-pointer that Keegan Murray has made in 13 attempts. He has 32 points. And for Keegan Murray, what a night. It's the 4th time in his second season that he has scored 30 or more. And it is the 9th time that he's made 5 or more three-pointers in a game. So now it's pure celebration mode at Golden One Center. 116-90. Even a half smile on the face of Keegan Murray as he is rewarded with high fives from the bench.
Half smile.
I know this will not come as a surprise to you. G-Man, A+ last night.
Hey,
he was on it. What a call. What a game.
A++. And aren't you just so tickled for him?
Yes.
In these moments.
Yes.
Like,
for a lot of people, but yes, for him for sure.
Nobody deserves it more than G-Man. Nobody deserved it more than that crowd. And nobody deserved it more than the many, many, many others watching like they're watching a scary movie in between their fingers at home, listening to the national coverage. And it was just a big ball of nerves.
Yeah. And, I already know we'll probably get comments today if it didn't even happen. I'm sure it did last night. I know it may be painful today for some people to watch like playbacks because a lot of it's going to be about the Warriors.
Yes.
That's just the way it's going to be.
Just the way it's going to be. That was that. Look, I acknowledge it.
Is this the last game of Clay? Is Chris Paul done? Is this dynasty over? Yeah, the Kings won.
Yeah.
I mean, but just move on. That's what's going to be today.
Katie Christensen will join us at 9. She did pre-half and post last night because of the national
They went
coverage.
late night.
Yeah, they went late night. At one point, we were both, just needed to stretch. So she was in one place, I was in the other, and we met in the middle, and we're watching on our little phones, pacing around, just stressing. It was
you were noticeably absent from your seat quite a bit.
Yeah, because that's the problem. When I say I'm on the fence, it's like anyone I go, they know. If I go, I'm kind of I freak out. Like I can't, I'm in my seat and then I have to get up. I have to walk around and look at it somewhere else. Or I'll go in the back for a minute, just calm. Like I get overloaded. And then I'm there with my son. So, I don't,
and he's locked in.
Dude, it was so funny. Like to see what sports does to people. Like, this, and he'll be in this summer. Like, my son is not boisterous. He's the opposite. He is steady Eddie, whatever. The biggest thing coaches yell at him for in soccer and basketball is not being vocal enough. Like I have like the ginger Keegan Murray. Like that's kind of like my kid. Last night, defense, chanting light the beam. Set the screen. He's waving his towel in the air, the whole thing.
Throwing chicken wings.
Throwing chicken wings. As soon as
turkey sausage,
he got there and he put on the shirts they had, put them on over his little hoodie, and was just, I looked over him at one point in the fourth quarter because I was wiping my brow with the towel, and I look over and this kid's got a little beat. Like being a fan there, for some people that are wackadoodles like me, it's actually like a workout. Like I was I had to take a shower before I went to bed last night. I was sweating. And then I look over and my little guy, my little quiet little wallflower guy, he's got
the time of his life.
He's got the bug.
Yeah.
Because this has been an abusive relationship for this poor kid his whole life. That was his first postseason game last night.
That's
freaking jacked.
Oh, it was so great. So Katie's going to come on at 9.
Yes.
And for once, she's coming on not after a devastating, crushing loss.
Instead, after one of the best wins ever.
Does that make up for all the losses before?
Yes.
Probably,
yes. Last night makes up for everything. Where I'm at right now, last night makes up. Ask me again on Monday.
Right.
But last night makes up for everything. Everything's great. I love this team. I don't want the season to end. That's where it's at. You like that? Is that better?
You like that?
You like that? There was bad news last night, perhaps. Cut number 2, please.
Cut number 2.
Here is LeBron with the ball on the left side. Game tied at 97-5 to shoot. Shoots over Herb Jones and hits it. Huge shot by LeBron, and Jones was playing perfect defense.
Jeez, was that me?
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know why that happened. Okay, good. So the Lakers won.
Yeah, huge lead, down to a tie game, and then they ended up winning.
There was an interesting strategy conversation that happened last night. That's why I'm looking for the audio here. I have it. Let's see if I'm okay here now. Here's number 1 team analyst Reggie Miller.
Here's things that you talk about on the bus as players. If he makes the first one, you're up 3. Do you try to purposely miss the second one, knowing that they don't have any timeouts?
No timeouts.
And they've got to go coast to coast, because as soon as you miss it, time is going to start as soon as it's touched. Or do you just make them both be up 4 and game over? These are things that are discussed as teams.
Which bus is he on?
What? Yeah.
Struggle?
The struggle bus.
I mean, Dave, look, if he misses, you're saying there's a chance they could get a 3 and tie the game. But if you make it to go up 4, the game's over.
The game is
so I
literally
understand this
over.
conversation we would have on the bus.
100%. Yeah, the conversation was something like this. Hey, if we're up 3 with 2.7, should we miss? No, idiot. All right, cool, man. You want to get some in and out? Like, that's the entire conversation.
Who brought this guy?
Right.
What a dumb, stupid call.
The day Reggie Miller was left off the bus.
Do you remember? This is going to be a deep cut. Do you remember the Smurfs?
Yes.
Okay. Remember that one Smurf, was it Grumpy, that would always he would always say say something stupid, and then they'd pan to like a camera shot of the village from far away, and you'd see him getting booted and flying through the air. Like, that's what should happen. That's what Harlan should have done to Reggie last night. Just drop kicked him off the entire show. I understand. Look, I will empathize with Reggie a little bit. I've done this before. Jason, you've been here, and it's one of the reasons why you're the perfect partner, because I will just go like on a rant about something incredibly wrong and stupid, and then you'll just very kindly be like, "Oh no, that was actually the other team and a different player." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
Okay, good rant though.
Right, great rant, but the entire thing was based on an absolute brain freeze.
Yeah,
I feel like Reggie after the game was like, "Oh."
Or was he?
I hope so.
That rivals his,
right.
who has home court advantage, the Lakers or Clippers when they were playing each other.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
same building.
Yeah,
but I mean the theater lighting or the other lighting that.
No, not that.
No, just home court.
Who
had it?
Makes you wonder. I don't remember where he went to school, but
Watch it.
What?
That's where your daughter's going. I hope
not anymore. Not with that kind of. What else are they going to teach her for my money? What? Up is down, dogs meow?
Yes. And the it clap.
What?
Excuse me?
What? What about the clap? What is that, UCLA? From the 916, did you guys hear Kevin Harlan's audio on the call regarding the chicken wing? No, what happened?
Oh, yeah. From when the Kings did the chicken wing?
Yeah.
Oh, you should find that in the break.
Should. We played 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
You don't remember that?
I do.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I thought you forgot.
I was doing a bit.
You did.
I got scared there because I wasn't there that day, and I'm just like, what?
No, I was doing.
You were doing a bit, and I was thinking you were not doing a bit.
Going back to what we talked about, where it's not out of the realm for you to know that maybe I forgot that
Correct.
we played it. Okay, see, we'll take a break when we come
Don't you
back.
like our bits?
The bits are great. We have
That was
wonderful
absolutely
bits.
insane.
The Kings and the Warriors dynasty. Well, we've got audio for you and more that says maybe. We'll talk about it next.
The NFL's leading rusher plays here.
And a handoff to McCaffrey, walks in the end zone. Handoff to McCaffrey, takes it right down to the goal line. He does his thing again. McCaffrey goes in motion right. Backwards pass led by Juszczyk. A block there. Hurdles a man. 10-5. Touchdown! CMC!
You can hear all of Christian McCaffrey's touchdowns on your home for 49ers football. Sactown Sports.
At Ashton & Price, over the last 25 years, we've won just about every injury case you can think of. Slip and fall, falling merchandise, fell through rotted decking, we won those. Dangerous stairs, falls into holes, dog bites, won them. Injured while pedestrian or on a bicycle, auto, motorcycle, big rig, company vehicle, Uber, or Lyft accident, we've won them all. And the best news is there's no fee until you win. So no matter how you got injured,
remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
ZZ Top, the Elevation Tour. Friday, May 3rd, 7:30 p.m. The venue at Thunder Valley with special guest Foghat. ZZ Top playing all their classic hits. The venue at Thunder Valley. For tickets, visit ThunderValleyResort.com.
For a precision-crafted performance, the decision is easy. A new Acura from Acura of Stockton. Get the driving experience you've been waiting for in a new Acura. Get the best selection and customer service you deserve from Acura of Stockton. Shop in person or use our online express store at AcuraofStockton.com. Acura of Stockton will buy your trade, even if you don't buy from us. Don't settle for less than precision-crafted performance of a new Acura from Acura of Stockton and AcuraofStockton.com.
When I want to stretch out after a long day, my sofa needs to be comfortable, but it also needs to look attractive and inviting when guests come to visit. Hi, I'm Frank LaRosa with a word about Naturewood Home Furnishings. We spend so much time on our living room sofas that we forget they're a focal point and a hint to our decorating tastes. Right now, during Naturewood Home Furnishings sofa sale, you can save on every sofa, including gallery-exclusive custom-ordered FlexSteel furniture. Whether you're interested in a new sofa, sectional, or recliner, you can choose from hundreds of colors and fabrics. Nobody has more styles and choices than Naturewood Home Furnishings. And when it comes right down to it, it's all about choices and always about quality. Shop Naturewood for the look you love at a price you'll love even more. Visit Naturewood Home Furnishings right now for this remarkable sofa sale. Off Highway 50 at Hazel, look for the water wheel.
Thinking of remodeling your home? Say goodbye to endless internet searches and visit Subcontractors United. Find a list of 3 pre-qualified and licensed contractors in each home service category. From cabinets to landscapers and everything in between, Subcontractors United makes finding qualified contractors free and easy, with no accounts to set up. Visit subcontractorsunited.com and experience the joy of stress-free home improvement. Save time and money at subcontractorsunited.com.
Seems like all this artificial intelligence stuff stirs up the age-old debate of man versus machine. Hi, it's Dan from the Good Feet store, and let me ask you, would you let a robot cut your hair? Would you rely on an app to teach a kid to ride a two-wheeler? Let's face it, some things require the human touch. People come to us seeking a solution to foot, leg, and back pain after trying all kinds of things recommended by in-store machines or website blurbs. An impersonal, generic approach to solving a problem that's unique to you. No wonder they usually don't work. At the Good Feet store, you'll meet with an arch support specialist who will take the time to learn about your needs, your feet, your lifestyle, and then fit you from over 300 models and sizes of arch supports, designed for pain relief, better balance, and more comfort. See what we can do for you with a free fitting. Just stop in or schedule an appointment. With over 200 stores, there's likely one near you. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Everybody needs Good Feet.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T level is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They're in Midtown in the Cal Sutter Medical Building and also offer telemedicine appointments. Plus, with free shipping directly to you, Revive takes the hassle out of treating low T and ED. Schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation today. Call Revive Men's Health at 916-365-4566. That's 916-365-4566 or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Give and go. Sabonis to Barnes. Kick out to the corner. Keegan again for three. Keegan scores it. And Sacramento is on top for the first time at 6-5. Sabonis goes down to the left corner to Barnes. Fakes the three. Drives on Draymond. Shoulders for space. Squares up. The floater no good. Stick back to Aaron Fox. He came out of nowhere on the left handle. And he was above the iron to poke it down off the miss. Spectacular timing on the part of De'Aaron Fox, and the Kings have a 3-point lead at 11-8. Here's Barnes finding Keon Ellis wide open left corner. He scores the three from right in front of the Sacramento Kings bench. 10 points for Keon Ellis. 2 possession advantage. Sacramento 61-57. He's working hard to free up. Now he retreats to the logo and kind of rebalances the floor. They swing it to Keegan. Going for another one. He hits it from the line drive on the right wing. That's the 8th three-pointer that Keegan Murray has made in 13 attempts. He has 32 points. There's a Warriors three, no good. Rebounded by Kessler Edwards, and that will do it. You hear the thunderous light the beam chant in the background. The final 4 seconds tick away. Davion walks it into the front court. The horn sounds, and the Sacramento Kings have won in a live or die last game scenario. Win or go home, and the Kings managed to win. Steve Kerr, Mike Brown embrace at center court. And you wonder about the Steve Kerr dynasty and all the success of the Warriors. This year is a number 10 seed being bounced in the play-in opportunity. 118-94 is the final score.
I'm a guy who lost a bet and my dick.
That's not me. But that was a guy who actually put money on the Warriors yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, he lost the bet. It's
Tough
over.
one.
Tough one. Ah, boy. What do you say, man? The Kings looked fantastic. That was certainly their best post-Monk game. It was arguably one of their best efforts wire to wire of the year, if not their best effort wire to wire. And there's a lot of people to spotlight. But man, I can't stop thinking about this, dude.
On the near side below us, we'll put it in play. Front court to our right. Couple of ball fakes. Now the inbounds to Chris Paul. Defended by Davion. Gives to Curry. Curry now. Free for the runner. It's blocked by Keon Ellis. What a ball game Keon Ellis is having. And we'll go to the fourth quarter. The Kings up 15. In the third, the Kings generated 37 points, outscoring the Warriors by 11, 37-26.
Keon Ellis, a two-way guy earlier.
What a find. What a game. Like, this was the kind of the one of the unknowns going in, and I would understand check mark in favor of the Warriors as far as experience, big game moments, big stage. This was new. We said in the series this year, Keon had played 5 minutes against the Warriors. So how do you even think Steve Kerr's like, well, yeah, we know who he is. We didn't have a lot of scouting report going into the game on him. What a stage. Like, I would not have been shocked if we were in here today going, well, the moment was a little bit big for him.
Yeah, sure.
It was his best game as a pro.
Yep. In the biggest moment.
Yeah.
In the biggest moment as a pro.
Yeah.
And the Kings have him for $5 million over the next 2 years plus this year.
What a steal.
I mean, $5 total million.
Yeah. He should renegotiate.
Without even talking about his defense in a night where if you'd have told me that Steph Curry would have been held to 22 points, holding Steph Curry to 22 points in a winner-take-all game is legit neutralizing him.
Absolutely.
He was neutralized.
Yeah, I was actually really concerned at half because the lead was just 4. Mm-hmm. Steph had 5 points. Wiggins had 3, and Clay had 0. And I went, why is this a game?
About the same thing.
And the only thing that gave me a little bit of positivity feeling was, well, the Kings shot terribly in the second quarter. They were down below 40%. I'm like, well, they're shooting really poorly. That'll probably go up. But I also anticipated those 3 Warriors getting a lot better. Now, Curry had a better third quarter, but he wasn't a difference maker.
No, he wasn't. I mean, he had the 3 and the foul, and you're like, oh, here we go. He's waking up, and just seemed like every time it was like whack-a-mole. Like every time Steph or somebody popped their head up. Whoosh.
Yeah, and the play you just played, though, I thought was a really big play in the game. So Kings were up. It might have been 14, 15, 16, and Len gets called for the flagrant foul because of the non-landing spot for the Wiggins 3. So it's 3 and the ball, or 3 free throws in the ball, and you're like, oh, man, this is the kind of momentum play going into the quarter. He makes 1 of 3. They get possession, and Keon blocked Steph's shot at the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
It was like momentum 1 right back over to the Kings.
His night last night, Jason, without even, again, we just mentioned the defense, but 39 minutes for him. That was tied for a team high. Keon Ellis was tied for a team high in minutes. 15 points, 5 of 8, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc, made both his free throws. 4 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks.
And a plus 27 when he was on the floor.
Plus 27. And the best part is the only guy above him. Here's another guy. How about Harrison Barnes, man? What a great night for Harrison with the year he's had, the team he's going up against. I know he had at least one I saw right on Draymond Green's face.
That was a tough shot, too.
God, that had to feel so good for him. And then, of course, I was told that Domantas Sabonis could not play in the postseason and was neutralized by the Warriors. 16 points, 12 boards, 7 assists, 2 steals, a block, just 1 turnover, 7 of 14.
Also a plus 25. So to me, the other beauty of the game, obvious one, is that they won. But the Kings had their game plan, and it was the Warriors that scrambled.
Yes.
Okay, we're starting the rookie, Trace Jackson Davis. Okay, he's helped get you there. 7 minutes, we're done with him. Here comes Looney, who hasn't been playing. That's not working. All right, now we're going to put Draymond on Sabonis. You know what? We've got nothing going. We're going to play Moody. We're going to play Kuminga. And those guys really helped kind of stabilize the game for them for a little bit.
They did.
But Kerr was grabbing at straw. He was the one searching in a game that they needed to get, where the Kings this is kind of all we have, and we're rocking with it.
I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to bring something up at some point, and you just segued into it perfectly. So we can talk about it now and maybe later. One interesting subplot I saw from last night, and I could be wrong here. I could be overstating it. Not only do I think Mike Brown completely outcoached Steve Kerr, but I actually think when I got home, I kind of, even though it was late, I watched the game again. And I actually feel like Steve Kerr almost kind of martyred himself last night. His hands, I think Steve Kerr was a prisoner of his own dynasty in that moment, and it restricted probably his better angels on his shoulder. You had Klay Thompson play 32 minutes and go 0 of 10 and didn't pull him. He played 32 minutes. Here's the thing about Kevon Looney, who, by the way, Kevon Looney was arguably, other than Steph, their MVP last year. Now, I understand when you said it's not working as far as the overall.
Well, he didn't give him a lot of time.
Jason, he played 9 minutes.
Yeah.
He was a +1, which when you think about the fact that Steph Curry, Wiggins, Draymond were all -21 or more, to be +1 in 9 minutes.
In a game you lose by 24 points.
That's insane. Jason, Kevon Looney had 5 rebounds in 9 minutes. Now, he had 4 fouls, but guess what? It's win or go home. It's win or go home. You foul him out. The fact that Steve Kerr, and by the way, none of what I'm saying, I'm not trying to the Warriors gave all credit to the Kings. They would have won no matter what. But I'm going back and I'm watching Steve Kerr and I'm going, okay, you played Kevon Looney 9 minutes and he was your ace in the hole last year against Sabonis. Obviously, things aren't working against Domas at all, but you got Looney on the bench the whole time. You mentioned Moses Moody. 15 minutes, he had 16 points. 15 minutes, and he had 16 points. The fact that you had Klay in for 32 minutes pulling a donut, and you don't have. If Kerr was our coach, I'd be livid today.
Yeah.
But I'd also sit back, and I do think the deeper part of it is Steve Kerr was not going to pull Klay Thompson. He was going to die with Klay Thompson
because he's won with him so many times.
That's exactly right. And just out of respect, I think Steve Kerr was willing to go home with Klay Thompson on the floor rather than possibly advance and putting Klay on the bench and embarrassing him like that.
And I think, as weird as it may say, being undermanned, Kings had limitations on what they could do. So their starting 5 had to be great. The 3 main guys that played off the bench had to be great, and they got the results they wanted.
There were 2 guys. We got a break here. Trey Lyles and Davion Mitchell had a combined 36 minutes off the bench. Everyone else combined had 17, and most of that was garbage time, Jason. It's an 8-man rotation right now. It's Lyles, it's Mitchell, it's Alex Len. And you're right, it has to be. And if there's a positive to Herter and Monk going down, and there really isn't, but if you close one eye and try to find a positive, it's kind of forced Mike Brown to go to an 8-man rotation, Adelman style.
Yeah, and the defense was great last night.
Maybe the best defensive performance cover to cover we've seen, considering the situation of the team. We'll take a break. When we come back, safe or out, Kings edition. Screw baseball today. It's all about the Sacramento Kings. Was that the best beam in the history of beams and more? Stick with us. It's all Kings all day as they vanquish the Warriors, send them down Ellis Street, back home to Cancun. Well, back home and then to Cancun. We'll have more on that after this.
The only place you'll find Harrison Barnes is Sactown Sports.
He's got the bucket at the buzzer. Harrison Barnes.
Hey, Sacramento, it's Harrison Barnes, and you're listening to the home of the Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet, the Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. Chad, what's happening for Ram Truck Month?
We are very excited to be celebrating 75 years in business. And what better way to celebrate than helping you get the hard-to-find heavy-duty Ram you've been looking for less? Right now, you can save up to $8,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Ram 2500 Tradesman Crew Cabs. And with California's biggest selection of new Ram trucks, you're sure to find the truck you need.
75 years. That's incredible, dude.
It all started with my grandpa and great-grandpa's dream, and it's grown over the years to where we've had a chance to serve tens of thousands of customers and show them there's something special about Hoblet you just can't get at those big city auto mall dealerships.
Come experience the difference at California's #1 Ram truck dealer. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
8,000 total net savings after 4,000 factory rebates and 4,000 dealer discounts. Rebates include 1,500 commercial bonus cash and 500 first responder bonus cash. Must be current member of eligible First Responder Association. 5 with this discount. See dealer for details.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
At Fasteners Inc., we believe adding quality power tools to your lineup shouldn't break the bank. That's why we're hosting the biggest Milwaukee tool sale of the year in Sacramento. On top of insane deals on Milwaukee power tools, all Milwaukee pack-out storage boxes, hand tools, and tool accessories will be 25% off. So come on down on April 27th to the Milwaukee Tool Sanity Sale at Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet on Power Inn Road in Sacramento. For more info, visit fastenersinc.net.
Celebrate Sacramento Rivercats baseball during our 25th anniversary season. Pick your favorite weekly promotion, giveaway game, or theme night, and join the fun at Sutter Health Park. Stick around post-game every Friday and Saturday night as we light up the sky with the brightest fireworks in town. For a full promotion schedule and to buy tickets, visit rivercats.com. We'll see you there.
The Arnold Law Firm has seen how an injury can turn anyone's life upside down. Whether it's a slip and fall, a car accident, or any other kind of injury. For almost 50 years, the Arnold Law Firm has been here to help you through the entire process to protect you and your family. If you are ever injured or in an accident, call the Arnold Law Firm. The Arnold Law Firm, providing real justice for you since 1975. Call 916-777-7777. That's 916-777-7777.
Slightly Stupid. Live in concert. Saturday, April 27th, 7:30 p.m. The venue at Thunder Valley. With special guest Fortunate Youth. For tickets, visit ThunderValleyResort.com. Don't miss Slightly Stupid live. Safe or out? It's time to go around baseball. 3 pitches, 3 swings. It's safe or out on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
All right. Safe or out?
Kings edition.
Kings edition. So happy. Anyway, just had to take a moment. Everyone take a moment, take a deep breath. Look, we're playing the Pelicans on Friday at 6:30.
Yeah, we've got that to talk about.
Hey, look. Hey, they've beat us 5.
It's tough to beat a team 6
Yeah, keep saying that. Right, exactly. Hey, you know what? They might beat us a 6th time. I don't know.
Kings might win too.
I'm not even going to start thinking. I mean, obviously, we'll talk about it a little bit later. We have to.
Yeah.
I'm going to start
tomorrow.
I'm not
gonna, Friday.
I will not emotionally invest in that for at least a day or two.
Gotta celebrate this.
You got to enjoy this, right? Yep. There's so few moments like this. Just damn it, enjoy it. Don't worry. Don't stop thinking about today. Is how the song should have gone.
Yes.
Right?
I think it does.
Second verse. Yeah, second verse. Same as the first. Christopher Law, question 1.
Safe or out? That was the best beam in the history of beams.
Oh, safe, and like just like so safe that like if the other manager appealed it for replay, they'd be instantly fired for corruption. Like it's like crossing home plate and the ball hasn't even come in from the outfield. Safe. Like there were some great beams.
Yeah, I mean, beam candidates would have to because again, this is only a year old, right? Yes. So last season, maybe some of the first beams that we all really started to figure out what this was fun. A Clipper beam in that historic game in LA, a clinching beam, any of the game 1, game 2, game 6. But I mean, last night, being there, you were there, the team that knocked you out, the rival of Northern California, you played great. You earned it last night. That was a sweet beam.
Sweetest beam, bro.
I think they went to the upsize clinic for the beam.
There was a little more girth.
There was a lot of girth on that beam.
I went outside at home last night when I got home to see the beam one more time.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Big girthy beam.
I can see it way up high.
Huge.
The sky.
Upsizematters.com.
Nice girth.
Remember how I said how unbelievably safe that was? That this is the greatest beam of all time? However, Angel Hernandez would have called it out. That's from our guy on the
Great call.
This is Jim. Safe route number 2, please.
Safer out. The Pelicans losing was the worst thing to happen to the Kings last night.
Yeah, because everything else was great. That was the worst thing to happen to the game. I said I want to think about it. That was though.
I mean, so many positives. There
yeah.
Has to be one negative. Maybe that's it.
And you know what? I'll even, as they like to call me, they never call me Positive Dave because there was a Positive Dave. Yeah. Rest his soul.
Absolutely.
And one of the
never give up, never give in when the Kings have a chance to win.
That's right.
R.I.P.
You took many of his phone calls back in the day. Rest in peace, Positive Dave. But they like to call me Optimist Dave.
They do?
Yeah, they do. Like the Transformer, but not Prime. Dave. Yeah, exactly. And let me just say this. Not only is Zion perhaps out or hampered from a hamstring, Brandon Ingram is not right either.
Valanciunas was on the bench at the end. I'm like, the Pelicans were coming back with a weird lineup.
They're a very weird lineup. And the fact that the Kings are 4-0 against the Lakers, and the Lakers were able to do that to the Pelicans, now the Pelicans are hurt, and they've beaten the Kings 5 in a row, so we're due, and the Kings have momentum. Hey, turn that frown upside down.
Yes.
There's always a chance.
There is always a chance. I can tell you, talking to Warrior people yesterday before the game, there was a universal rooting for the Pelicans yesterday.
Yes.
They did not want to go to New Orleans.
Yes. No.
Kings probably don't want to go to New Orleans, but they'll take the option. Sure. They're going to New Orleans. Season is still alive.
Cancun.
Yes. And I think both teams would have preferred to go to the Lakers. Also, both teams had defeated the Lakers more this season, the Warriors and the Kings, but it's the Pelicans. Bring them on.
Number 3, please.
Safer out. That was the best defensive performance of the season by the Kings.
Look, we haven't had the time to go back and pour through everything. I'm sure there's a couple of whatever. It's safe. It's safe. It is safe. It's the situation. What was on the line? Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson. You had Klay Thompson go 0 of 10. You held Steph Curry to 22. You held the Warriors to under 100 points. Like, dude, safety, Saferton.
So if we say Draymond's going to be a Hall of Famer,
yeah,
Chris Paul will be. I think Klay will be. Steph obviously will be.
That's right.
What's the total? 22, 12.
Steve Kerr will be Hall of Fame.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the guys that play 34, 30, I think 37 points for that. 4 players? Those 4?
Oh, but they're old. Well, maybe.
There it is. Yeah, 22, 0, 12, and 3. Yeah.
The Warriors are cooked.
Charles is on today.
So it was. What did we say? It was
37 from their 4 Hall of Famers.
Oh, gotcha. Well, LeBron James had 23, 9, and 9, and he's older than all of them. So maybe they're just weak mentally.
State at 32.
Yeah, he did. Hey, guess what, Chris? State Farm isn't going to help you. They're like a good neighbor. Go to Cancun.
That is the saying, isn't it?
Like a good neighbor, go to Cancun. We'll take a break when we come back. The Kings win their first ever win-or-go-home game. I always want to help out the audience. If any of you need to pee, this is the break to do it. But, of course, take your transistor radio with you.
Yes.
Make sure you...
The boombox.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be right back after this.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it?
Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray.
Keegan steps back.
He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center. It is Wednesday as we're halfway through the work week. We're looking at a cool start for the day, so you might need a jacket early on. But for the afternoon, you're not going to need that jacket. Mostly sunny skies, light winds, highs stay in the low 80s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
The 2024 Accord is once again a winner of the 2024 Car and Driver's 10 Best Cars, making Honda the winningest brand in Car and Driver Award history. Come drive it. We are Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave for American Energy Heating and Air with a question. Have you recently had a technician diagnose your HVAC system and you were a bit surprised at how much it cost? Or did something seem off about their quote? Because at American Energy, they take pride in giving you honest, straightforward solutions to get that system up and running. Have their qualified technicians come out and give you a free second opinion. It's free. You got nothing to lose but some dollars off of that original quote. They're making the uncomfortable comfortable. They've been doing it since 1981, serving the greater Sacramento area. A+ with the Better Business Bureau. That's why they keep having customers coming back for more and more and more. You can call them and set that appointment at 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Country in the Park is back May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo with Brantley Gilbert, Dustin Lynch, Jay Cohen, Walker Hayes, and more. Tickets start at just $46. Country in the Park, May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo. For more information, visit CITPFest.com.
Brought to you by Tub Shed, New Dawn Treatment Sensors, and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers.
Welcome to a brighter future with Aztec Solar, serving Sacramento since 1980. Everyone knows that solar saves money. How much? The answer is a few clicks away. Visit yourpowersavings.com. It's fast, easy, and reliable, giving you instant insight into your potential savings.
I used to pay $400 a month to the power company, and that $400 a month added up to $48,000 over the past 10 years. That all changed when I switched to solar with Aztec Solar.
Now it's your turn to stop overpaying for electricity. Calculate your solar savings right now at yourpowersavings.com. And Aztec Solar will email or text you how much you'll save every month. Plus, we've got an exclusive offer for you. Get your solar electrical system for just $9,995 cash price after incentives. Don't wait. This deal won't last forever. Visit yourpowersavings.com today and take the first step towards energy independence with Aztec Solar.
I lock up my Old Spice Fiji aluminum-free dry spray to keep that 24/7 lasting freshness safe for myself. Fresh coconuts, palm trees in the wind. It's like catching waves in Fiji. Actually, I just talked myself into a refreshing spritz of Fiji. My Old Spice is missing! No!
As a roofer, spring means the start of my busy season, which means I've got to get organized. With help from Beacon, I can save time with Beacon Pro Plus and 24/7 access to live pricing, delivery tracking, order history, and more. Plus, this spring, I can earn $1,000 and the chance to win a $25,000 backyard renovation just by buying my CertainTeed shingles online with Beacon. No purchase necessary. Now that's what I call a spring cleanup. Visit BECN.com for official rules and to start earning entries.
Thunder, feel the thunder. It ignites something inside of you.
Lightning and the thunder.
Sets alight an elevated state of being. Days are pure exhilaration. And the nights, they're simply electric. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
So here's a fact. 85% of the population will suffer from foot pain in their lifetime. That's almost everyone. So you'd think there'd be plenty of healthy long-term remedies, but there just aren't, right? Hi, I'm Dan from the Good Feet store. You know, people come in all the time sharing the same frustrating story. Bought this, tried that, been there, done whatever, all different kinds of things, but all with a similar result. Nothing. A discouraging and endless cycle of disappointment. If this rings a bell, don't despair. There is hope. If you think you've tried everything, you probably haven't tried Good Feet arch supports from the Good Feet store. They're designed to relieve, even eliminate, the pain commonly caused by certain foot conditions like plantar fasciitis, bunions, flat feet, and others. Plus, provide better balance and increased comfort. See what we can do for you with a free arch support fitting. Just stop in or schedule an appointment. With over 200 stores, there's likely one in your neck of the woods. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Everybody needs good feet.
This segment is brought to you by Aztec Solar. Skip the sales pitch. Calculate your solar savings at yourpowersavings.com.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
No look, Bibby to Weber down the lane, flying jam. There's your play of the night right there. It's inside is Sabonis, a two-hand rip, a brilliant pass from De'Aaron Fox.
KHTKAM Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Heard Kings lit the beam last night. Woo! Big girthy purple beam, and we're already an hour into the show. It's going to. I'll never say this. It's going too quickly.
No, we need to just savor this some more.
We save some of this for summertime. You know what we haven't done, just because we wanted to give a chance for everybody to kind of wake up and do their thing, and we appreciate all of you. Some of you, I'm sure, knew.
Hello.
Some of you, I wonder where the soccer club guy was yesterday, like NorCal side. The guy who said, "I can't listen to it. You're being too negative. I can't do it." I wonder if he's back today. I hope he is. I hope he went. Maybe they'll be positive. Of course, we're going to be positive today. By we, I mean Jason's always level-headed. We haven't given a chance for you guys though. At 1-800-920-1140.
There's a lot of people ecstatic.
Yes, want to hear from you. Want to hear if you were at the game, if you were at home, what's the situation? What'd you have for dinner? Do you have a lucky charm? I don't know. Whatever it is, this is that's why we're live and local. We always want to give you a platform. So if you have thoughts, questions, whatever, 1-800-920-1140. What would a show be without JR? Good morning.
That beam tickled my tonsils last night.
It went down smooth, didn't it?
Wow! Woo! That was feeling good. And we'll have to sign some NRI letters with these kids from the Grove of Elk. And I am stoked right now, just flying down the street, waving to cops as I go 90 miles an hour on my phone with my ear. Everybody's ecstatic. Oh, that was glorious. God, that was good. And you see Curry rip his shirt. Oh, poor Curry. I'm sorry. I was like, do you feel sorry for him? I go, no, I don't feel sorry for him. The guy's phenomenal. But guess what? He lost. Now he has to go home. And then we move on.
This go home to Loser Town. Yeah, go ahead.
Loser Town down the 80. That's big old L on their bus. Literally, their beam was a big L on top of their bus. Hey, what seed was Miami when they made their run last year?
Was it?
I'll take your answer off the air.
Yeah, okay.
You guys are glorious. Bye-bye.
That was either 8 or 9, right?
Yeah.
They made their way through. Lakers made their way through from the play-in.
Didn't they have to go on the road and come back to beat Chicago, if I remember
at
one point?
Something like that.
An almost perfect call from JR.
Almost?
Yeah, almost.
He's still chasing it.
He had a perfect game going, and then he hit a batter. Did you catch the error?
No, I did not.
There is no such thing as the Warriors being sent home on the 80. We don't say that around here. We say
maybe
80.
JR's with me and he's a SoCal spy.
But that's your Southern California accent that you've worked so hard to get rid of over the years.
Yeah, but remember the other day, you were like, Dave, I say it. Say it.
We say 80. We don't say with our highways. That's dirty Southern California water stealers.
What's weird is I would say it for a highway or freeway, but not like, hey, go take the L Street.
Yeah, you say L Street.
Yeah.
You don't say the L Street.
I said that to the Warrior fan that was at the bar I was at last night.
Hit L Street?
Go take the L Street.
Go take the L Street, baby. They won't say that about our highways.
L Street Blues?
There was a famous philosopher once said, life is a highway. I want to write it.
All night long?
What's that even mean? It's like, what was it? If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. Spice Girls?
No thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you say so. Good morning, Ken.
What it do, gentlemen? How you doing this morning? I know you're feeling good, man.
Yes.
Well, hold on. Is this Ken? Is this Ken?
I don't think so.
It's Ken. It's not Ken. It's Ken. Okay.
It's
Good morning.
Ken.
Good morning, Ken.
This is Ken that called on during Black History Month and told you we were going to go to the playoffs, and you was like, "Oh, you're jinxing the king."
Yes,
I don't know.
Yes. Okay. That
refreshes.
Sounds very much like me, Ken. Go ahead.
I just want to say, man, I hope that these soft Sacramento Kings fans are happy. Because, they you called in, talk about get rid of the coach, get rid of this player. Last night's team played like almost a perfect game, man. It was the first time, man, the Sacramento Kings has been in this situation. First time the Golden State Warriors been in this situation. The Kings played methodical basketball, and we've seen this basketball throughout the whole year. But you know what? This is the part of the learning process, the learning curve to be a better team, man. I just want to give props to the coach. I just want to give props to the team, the way they played. And I just want to give truly props to the fans, the way they showed up and cheered for the Kings last night. And let's continue that, man. I'm just going to drop the mic on that. And I love you guys. K-Dub out.
K-Dub out. Thank you, Ken. He took us through a journey.
Right? He turned it all around. I had the finger ready.
You were ready to be Keon Ellis, and
I was
deny him.
It was like soft king. I was like, "Oh, where's this going here?" Oh, okay.
Not today. Not today.
Not today. No, he didn't, and no, he didn't.
Yeah.
Make up your mind. Hello, Sam. Sam, hello.
Hey guys, how's it going this morning?
It's freaking awesome. I love you.
Keon Ellis is Steph Curry's daddy. He owned him.
He's Wardell Sr.
How great was that, guys?
It was amazing. It was the best.
It was just hands down the best thing I've seen. I was at the game last night. I'm hungover as hell at work today, and I'm having a great day.
Well, you
did your part.
Ibuprofen is your friend, Sam.
You know what? Give Sam a raise.
Give him a huge raise.
Yeah, he had a big night. He's showing up at work.
Yes.
Way to go, Sam.
Somewhere, somehow, someone is, for every group that's happy, there's someone somewhere yelling into the clouds, shoulder, shoulder, shoulder.
Not us today.
Not us today, baby. Not us today. It wouldn't be a complete win without Mitch. Good morning, Mitch. How are you, Mitch?
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Thanks for taking my call, Carmichael.
Hey, Mitch.
Hey, I love the play of Keegan and Keon Ellis. If I got that name right.
Yeah, you did.
Crushed it.
I mean, some change. You don't have to come for the Golden State Warriors. Everyone around Curry. Goodbye, Mr. Thompson, and especially goodbye to Mr. Green. And one more thing. I'm glad that owner is a terrible owner. Going to Sacramento. What should be called Sacramento? I think it should lose the name Athlete. Does this guy think he's as good as a Cher or Madonna or LeBron?
Right. It's a great point. Great point. Good call, Good call, Mitch. I completely agree on all his points that he said to us. Key, good morning.
Hey, what's up, man? Love listening to you guys every morning.
My blood pressure and my mood both are up at the same time, and I think I talked over you when you said you listen to us every morning, and we can't tell you how much we appreciate you helping feed our families, man. Thank you.
No, I love it. I love you guys. I love our Kings, and I'd never seen anybody face guard Steph Curry as well as Keon Ellis did last night. Loved it.
Oh my God, wasn't it? It was like a little Da Vinci painting. And I got to tell you, I have this on like permanent save on the DVR. And I think this is like I'm not a porn guy at all, but like I think this is the closest I'm ever going to get where I'm
constant rewatch.
Anytime I'm sad, anytime I'm in a bad mood, I'm just going to throw that game on forever.
Yeah. No, I love that. And especially because I'm from Stockton, so I got to watch him play for our Stockton Kings. And to see him flourish now, it's amazing. And we're super proud of him. And secondly, the most important for me, I loved how Harrison Barnes got to just put it on the Warriors, and I loved how he took control at the end. And that one-on-one play against Draymond, that was my favorite play of the game.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, yeah, we were talking about that earlier. That little fadeaway hit it, the crowd went crazy. I think everyone was so behind her just for the year he's had, the struggle bus he's been on at times, and then showing up against the Warriors and the best moments. 209 representing there.
Yeah.
Something that I think should be mentioned, just something that kind of gets lost in the shuffle. Let's give a little shout out and some credit to Lindsey Harding, G League Coach of the Year.
Absolutely.
Because guess what? I'll bet you if we had Keon Ellis in studio right now, he'd be the first to credit her for helping develop him and his time that he spent in the G League getting back up
and
here.
Bobby Jackson when he was there.
Absolutely.
But he's put in the work, and then to get the results. I mean, that's the kind of thing where a player like that hasn't been given everything, and so he appreciates the opportunity. He's been put in the starting lineup, and he's been able. Remember early on, it's like they're 6-0 with Keon as a starter.
Yes.
Then they started taking some losses, but his game kept getting better. Teams are, for whatever reason, leaving him open. He's shooting threes at a great level. And is improvising plays I'm not making it this easy for him, but a lot of times it's catch and shoot threes.
Right.
But last night he was getting loose balls and then having to make decisions on the dribble, on the move, and he made some great plays. One of my favorites was when he picked Steph and then was going. Now he got fouled.
Yes.
But to do that, Steph's one of the great ball handlers in the league.
Absolutely.
And he just ripped him and went the other way. You're like, man, what a defensive play.
Ellis Island, baby.
Yeah, he was awesome.
1-800-912-1140. Just one line open right now. We're going to pause everything to get to you guys. We're going to take a break. So hold the line, though. It's a 1 minute. It's a 60-second break. So don't go anywhere. I promise we'll get to you. And we'll get to 3 for madness as well. Just real quick as we go to break, I want to make a public apology. I did on Twitter last night. I do want to make a public apology. Maybe some of you saw, but there was a big, giant loaf in the front row under the basket, long hair and a beard. We used to call him Brad Miller. And now he is just living his best life as a Kings fan.
What do we call him now?
Call him friend.
Okay.
That's what we call him. We call him a Kings fan. He was there. He was having a couple of brews, just being a fan. And after the game, we're walking out and he's in front of me. And his back was to me. And Brad's a large guy. And I kind of jumped on his back and I bear hugged him from behind, and I gave him a little kiss on the head. And here's Brad's reaction. You got it. And I'm like, what is he? Oh, he had a full beer in front of him. About half of it went everywhere when I jumped on his back. Couldn't have been nicer about it. Of course he is. He was in a great mood last night, and truly just, he's a fan who is living his best life, who happened to be an all-star and amazing member of the Sacramento Kings. So approachable for everybody. I saw him interacting with fans all night long, high-fiving, talking, taking pictures. He's just there to watch the game, man.
Yeah.
It's such a cool thing to see. We'll take a quick break. Steve, Matthew, Ashley, Eric, all of you. We'll be right back after this.
Our first year as the radio home of the San Francisco 49ers is one we will never forget.
And here's Purdy going to throw one deep, wide for Debo. Made the catch on the back shoulder. Touchdown! San Francisco!
And a back shoulder banger for Debo Samuel.
Congratulations to the 49ers on a terrific year. And thank you for so many wonderful memories.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with everything I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of dry AMD called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, colors appear dull or washed out. For others, hazy or blurred vision make it hard to see details, like fine print on price tags. Many have trouble seeing in the dark, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
As promised, we'll get right to your phone calls. We'll throw some 3 for madness in the middle. So all y'all stand pat, 1-800-920-1140. Steve, good morning on a Kings advance in the playoffs. Postseason morning. Good morning.
The thing I'm most excited about is a team for defense, holding the Warriors to 94 points, holding their backcourt to an over. And the other thing was they had 10 steals last night. They forced 17 turnovers for them. It was just an amazing thing. Steph Curry well below his average. So yeah, you got to salute them as a team for the defensive effort. And I'm really excited about that.
To your point, Steve, 8 of 26. Now that's not fair because Thompson was 0 of 10. Steph shot an even 50%. 8 of 26.
And 3 of 13 from 3.
3 of 13 from 3. 22 combined points for the Splash Brothers. More like this Crash Brothers because they crashed out of the postseason.
39 from the Kings starting backcourt.
The dominant, like the real actual dominant ones. And a combined 7 turnovers, Jason.
Oh, well.
I would take that.
Yes.
All day long. Matthew, good morning, Matthew.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Just wanted to go over 3 things real quick.
The floor is yours, friend.
Number 1, listen to you guys' show every morning. Respect. Love you guys.
Appreciate
for what you do.
Thank you.
Number 2, kind of what De'Aaron Fox said last night. I'm a big baseball guy. We got the Pelicans next. I don't see them beating us 6 times in one season.
Careful.
I think we're due.
Okay.
I think we're due for a dub.
We are due.
And one last thing before I mic drop. Shout out to Klay Thompson, Defensive Player of the Game.
Yes, Klay Thompson held himself to 0 of 10.
He did.
The Warriors are cooked.
Amazing performance. 1-800-920-1140. All right, we're going to get to Ashley and Eric. Give me 3 for madness, though. Let's just run back and forth.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
All righty. We'll continue to take your phone calls as well at 1-800-920-1140. Also, the Jiffy Lube drive of the game in the next segment, not this one, so relax. Christopher Law, question 1.
If you had to give one game ball out for last night's Kings win, who gets it?
Keegan Murray had 32 points, Sabonis 16 and 12, De'Aaron 24 points, 6 assists, and a couple of steals. Keon Ellis, you look at everything he did. I could literally make a case to give every single person I mentioned the game ball, but I'm not going to give any of them the game ball. Nope.
Oh,
I'm leading with my heart. I'm giving the game ball to Harrison Barnes.
Okay.
He did not have the best game of all the Kings.
There's no wrong answer here.
There is no wrong answer. I was so happy for him, so proud of him. He has had a tough year at times with everything on there, not getting him, the whole wedding thing and, Draymond talking garbage last year and, missing that possible series winner last year at Chase. And, he's so classy. He's so ever forward. He's such a vet if there ever was one. He didn't have the best statistical game, but you know what? Solid defense. He put in 34 solid minutes last night, had a good game. Again, I'm leading with my heart here with Harrison.
I love it. I'd love to split this game ball up. There's a ton of choices. I'm actually going to go to Keon. I really want to give it to Keegan, but I think Keon was more unexpected. Keegan got better as the playoffs went on last year, and I think he kind of figured it out, and he's had a good year. I'm not stunned by his 32-9. I loved it, though, and it was huge. Keon was a little bit stunning to me.
Yes.
So I loved his performance. Two-way, I'm going to give it to Keon.
And you add in the defense and everything.
He was incredible.
Absolutely insane. Ashley, good morning, Ashley.
Good morning. Not going to give it to you too hard today.
No, drag me, Ashley. Drag me across the parking lot. Drag me into the ocean, Ashley. You can drag me all day long if you want. I will take it. I will take it with my mouth open all day. You drag me from here to Oakland to San Francisco and back.
I just want to make sure I called in and let you know. I told you yesterday going into the game.
Okay, hold on a second. Hey,
are you driving
Ashley,
a truck?
Yeah, hold on. I want to make sure people can hear you. Can you roll your windows up, or is there something going on? Because, my God, it sounds like you're in a wind tunnel.
Here, look. Is this better?
Not really.
Not really. Let's try one more. Are you on speaker or on your car's Bluetooth?
I'm on speaker. I'm driving.
Oh, okay.
On the moon?
I just took you off speaker. Is that better?
All right, yeah, but be very careful. Hands at 10 and 2. Go ahead.
Of course. But I just want to call in and let you guys know. I called in yesterday and told you, Dave, that we were going to get this win. I already drug you through on social media, on Twitter last night.
I saw it.
Yep. But I told you we were going to get this game, and I honestly think that we are going to have a good chance against the Pelicans. I don't know that we're going to win yet, but Dave, I don't know how you can enjoy the rest of the season now.
I can absolutely 100% enjoy the rest of the season now. And like I said, I want to be I want people bringing receipts. I want to be dragged here, there, and everywhere. And Ashley, as a way of trying to make it up to you, I've prepared an official apology. Thank you for the call. We want him to get back safe here. Here's my official apology.
I'm stupid. You're smart. I was wrong. You were right. You're the best. I'm the worst. You're very good looking. I'm not attractive.
All right. As long as you're willing to admit that.
Okay. So, thank you.
I think you went a little far.
Rest in peace, Chubbs.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Chubbs. Good morning, Eric. Hello, and good morning. Eric!
Good morning, Sacramento. Yeah, baby. That was unbelievable, Dave. Dave, first off, I got to shout out to you. Thank you so much for what you did to keep this team here. If we wouldn't have had that incredible moment last night, that was just insane. We shut down Curry. Unbelievable. We shut down the Warriors. What a sweet revenge. Thank you, Kings. You did awesome last night. That was one of the best games I've ever seen played. Mike Brown, all the haters. In the fourth quarter, Mike's yelling at Keon Ellis, keep going. Don't let the Warriors come back at us. And he did. He shut them down. Now, the best part of that game was when JaVale McGee dunked at the end. And then he rejected one of those other shots. It was the icing on the cake, Dave. Dave, we can do this. We can beat the Pelicans. I know we have a chance, buddy. We got to go for it. We shut down the Lakers this year. We came back and we got revenge on the Warriors. That was sweet. Thank you, Sacramento. Light the beam, baby.
Light the beam. That's a great call.
Yeah,
that is a great call. I'll think about the Pelicans.
Okay. Fair enough.
And I have to say this, like, contractually obligated. I need to say this every time, but just in case people were listening to the first part of this call, and I always imagine somebody out there just like rolling their eyes. Let me just reiterate, because I saw a lot of them last night. That was very nice what he said about the grassroots stuff and saving the team. I will say the same thing every single time. I was a big, loud, fat, stupid voice in the whole thing, but shout out to Crown Downtown, to Here We Stay, to all the people, besides Kevin Johnson, David Stern, just so many people that were there last night, so many people watching, the ones that were at the city council meetings. Like that, just like last night was a team effort.
Yeah.
Team effort all the way around, and the entire city should be incredibly proud. Do we have time to get to another 3 for Madness? How you want to do this? All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll just kind of keep this going. We've still got 2 more 3 for Madness questions. We will hear from Mike Brown when we get back, but excuse me, everybody. I gotta tell you, Jason.
That sounded good.
I know. I was right there when they lit the beam last night, and it had been a while since I was that right there for a beam lighting. And I know we kind of touched on this earlier. There was something different about the inside beam. Used to just be like that little button and whatever, but there was an actual like purple whatever, and this thing was thick, girthy even. It was purple and girthy, which I loved. Like, let's freaking go. You can't have some like dumb skinny thing.
I call it perthy.
It is very perthy, purple and girthy. And by the way, that reminds me, if you're somebody who's feeling a little insecure, about your beam, and I mean your personal beam.
Line it up.
No better way. Don't look at me. Don't look at me, Chris. That Jason. No better way. I'm getting paid for this. No better way to picking that beam up than with my good friend, Dr. Jack Friedlander, his good friend, Dr. Pash in San Francisco, Dr. Jack in Roseville, and everybody at upsizematters.com. Oh, my goodness gracious. There is a procedure. I'm going to tell you about it right now. It's safe. It's effective. It's long-lasting, semi-permanent, non-surgical, virtually pain-free. It's done by doctors, not some Yahoo. It's not done by lawyers either, Jason. Actual learned doctors. We're a house of learned doctors, and we will improve your girth in an in and out same day procedure that is incredibly private. Every survey that's done, circumference, if we will, of the beam is consistently ranked as the most important attribute. Then you get a free consultation. Procedure can be done the same day as your consultation. Dr. Jack Friedlander in Roseville, Dr. Pash in San Francisco. UpsizeMatters.com. That's UpsizeMatters.com. Hey! Catch a girth on, baby. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Mike Brown. We'll get back to the Kings and more next.
Subscribe to Sactown Sports on YouTube and watch the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Stiles and Watkins, and the Drive Guys. Live Monday through Friday from 6 to 6. Plus view archive shows and exclusive content.
Subscribe at youtube.com/Sactown Sports.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Arnold Law Firm.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is Wednesday as we're halfway through the work week. We're looking at a cool start for the day, so you might need a jacket early on. But for the afternoon, you're not going to need that jacket. Mostly sunny skies, light winds, highs stay in the low 80s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
The Arnold Law Firm has seen how a collision can turn anyone's life upside down in a heartbeat. So remember to be a little more alert on the road and stay safe. The Arnold Law Firm, providing real justice for you since 1975. Call 916-777-7777.
Celebrate Sacramento Rivercats baseball during our 25th anniversary season. Pick your favorite weekly promotion, giveaway game, or theme night, and join the fun at Sutter Health Park. Stick around postgame every Friday and Saturday night as we light up the sky with the brightest fireworks in town. For a full promotion schedule and to buy tickets, visit rivercats.com. We'll see you there.
Oh, honey, it's our favorite leaf filter trusted pro, Matt. Matt, come in, come in.
Hi, Mrs. Sparks. You wanted me to stop by? Is everything okay with your leaf filter gutter protection system?
Okay, of course, silly. We wanted you to stop by for dinner as our way of thanking you.
Yes, to thank you for that free gutter inspection, the free estimate, and what was the other thing?
That lifetime guarantee.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Sparks, those are just Leaf Filter's policies. Everyone who calls Leaf Filter gets a trusted pro to come out for a free gutter inspection and estimate. And every Leaf Filter installation comes with a lifetime guarantee.
So it's not just us?
No, sir. We don't want anyone to worry about clogged gutters ever again.
You mean everyone gets this level of service?
Everyone. They just need to visit leaffilter.com/build to schedule their free inspection.
Okay, but you must be starving. You work so hard.
Ready to love your gutter protection as much as we do? Visit leaffilter.com/build and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Slightly Stupid. Live in concert. Saturday, April 27th, 7:30 p.m. The venue at Thunder Valley. With special guest Fortunate Youth. For tickets, visit ThunderValleyResort.com. Don't miss Slightly Stupid live.
This segment is brought to you by Aztec Solar. Skip the sales pitch. Calculate your solar savings at yourpowersavings.com.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Welcome back. 1-800-920-1140 if you remember the Jiffy Lube drive of the game. We'll get to that now in that segment somewhere. We'll get to it. Also, your phone calls at 1-800.
Maybe.
920-1140. From the 916, caller was so spot on, I screamed so loud when JaVale dunked. I thought I broke my stitches.
Okay.
I thought you weren't going to the game, Dave. So glad you were there for the moment and shutting down Clay, too. 0 of 10. Chris, the mom. Thanks, Chris. I hope we didn't have any stitch issues. How about Mike Brown post-game, Jason Ross? He had some things to say. And, what did he say earlier this year? Kings they're learning very important lessons right now. Hopefully one of those lessons paid off last night. Let's talk about physicality. And
trying to find a level of physicality for as close to 48 minutes as possible. And that has a lot to do with imposing your will on your opponent, especially in a one-game series. And I told our guys before the game, I said, we found that physicality after the All-Star break. We found it, and we started becoming more consistent with it. And our guys did a hell of a job trying to stick with it tonight for as close to 48 minutes versus a veteran team that's been in plenty of situations that are similar to this.
We talked about Keon Ellis, Jason. the night he had. Almost 39 minutes, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks. Mike Brown was proud of him.
But I tell you, man, Keon Ellis, the confidence he has and the swag that he brings to this team for a young guy that was on a 2-way in February, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's a lot of fun to watch. And he just goes out night after night after night after night after night and shows he can help us get it done on both sides of the floor. And every game, you can see he's getting a little bit more comfortable, starting to attack the basket, starting to make plays, not just a catch and shoot 3-point guy. And that's a lot of fun to be a part of, watching his growth, especially in a short amount of time and as quickly as he's grown. Hell of a win, but it's not. We're not done.
Can Keon Ellis be an 82-game starter at the 2, in your opinion?
At this rate, I wouldn't want to put any limits on him, right? He's filled a role beautifully. They're not an easy one to do. Going into the year, if you were telling us, look, at some point they're going to lose Kevin Huerter and Malik Monk, I mean, that's a place where they had some depth. And then all of a sudden, I'm likely thinking that's going to be filled by either Duarte or Davion. And here we are at the end, and it's Keon Ellis, and Keon's been terrific. I mean, absolutely terrific. And I just love that was really probably it was his biggest professional game, and it was his best game in that moment against who they were playing. They needed him, and he was great.
I only ask, and again,
but I would say yes.
We're not even in next year yet,
Right.
but I'm just thinking, okay, can you? Because he's 6'3".
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, like Doug Christie was 6'6", I think still is.
Yeah.
Herter 6'7".
Right.
Generally that's what it. I'm sure there's examples. I'm sure there's obvious examples that I'm just being stupid about. But I'm trying to think of a successful team with a 2-guard and a point guard that are 6'4", 6'3".
Yeah, it's difficult to have 2 that position. Then when you even have Davion come in,
right.
Malik's not this massive giant either. Part of the issue, and when we start looking ahead to Friday, of when they play a team like New Orleans, just so incredibly long, and the Kings really aren't. I mean, they've enough guys that are tall, but like around the rosters, the main 6, 7, 8 that play, they're shorter than a lot of teams.
Yeah,
and they don't have that wingspan, long wing. But look, he's effective, he's impactful, and I think he already came in with the defense, which is great, and now he's getting that offense going, which is a nice bonus.
I mean, he had 15 points out of Keon Ellis.
He's making his threes. He's just so confident.
Yeah, he really, really is.
And the offensive rebounding yesterday, I mean, so Game 7 last year. Last night, the amount of times in the second half of Game 7 last year that Looney and the Warriors kept getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound after offensive rebound, it, one, keeps life in the Warriors, drains you as a team, drained the Kings fan base, and then generally they would score on like a 3 or 4 possession look. The Kings did that so many times last night, the 50-50 balls, the extra effort. I just thought they were so intense.
They were.
And the offensive rebound from the get-go was great. I think every starter had at least 1 offensive rebound.
Correct.
15 total. I mean, it's just such a great number. That's numbers that, the Warriors were getting last year against the Kings.
And everyone that had played any sort of minutes, Alex Len played almost 9 minutes. He had 2 offensive rebounds, as did Mitchell, as did Lyles. And then everybody in the starting lineup had at least 1 for a total of 15 to the Warriors' 8.
That breaks your spirit.
It also translated, Jason, to 25-9 second chance points for the Kings. And Steve Kerr mentioned this in his post game as well. The Sacramento Kings took 18 more shots than the Golden State Warriors.
So that's the rebounding. The other part too, we always talk about this in the present day NBA, 3-point differential.
Yeah.
Warriors, a very good 3-point shooting team, made 10.
Yeah.
Kings made 18. That's 8 more. That's plus 24 that the Warriors have to make up somewhere. And in the second quarter, they got it at the line, but other than that, they didn't. And I mean, the Kings were the better team last night.
I'll tell you maybe one of the numbers I'm most proud about. It just makes me smile all over the place. Kings were outshot at the free throw line 23-15, but the Kings shot 93.3% from the line to the Warriors 78.3.
Yeah.
I will take that all day long.
Absolutely.
Slap that on my face and call it chicken. I'm eating it.
Okay. Turkey sausage.
Turkey sausage.
Yes.
I don't even know what that means. Here's Mike Brown on the defense.
We're not always going to score 116 points. In the playoffs, you got to be able to defend, and you got to win the possession game. And, I give our guys credit. The one area obviously we lost is the free throw line area. But other than that, we were great taking care of the ball. We were great winning the offensive glass battle. And then, if you couple that with the way that we're able to defend, you're going to have great results. You don't have to rely on your offense to go win your games. You can't, if we keep playing to our ability, playing fast, continuing to play for each other, especially when it comes to the spray game, because Domus has every team doing this to us. If we continue to do that, the sky's the limit for us offensively. Where we have to make sure we're good night in, night out, is what you said, is in the possession game and defensively.
I got to say, too, you were obviously there. You watched it firsthand. I think that would have been a hard game to play in as a player. And what I mean by that is there was about 3 possessions, maybe out of 5 in a row, and I think it was the second or third quarter, where Klay Thompson to the Warriors defense was going towards where you were sitting, towards the basket to the Warriors bench, and absolutely, I think got tackled.
Yeah.
No whistle. Go to the other end. De'Aaron, layup in transition. Boom. Totally fouled. Come back the other way. De'Aaron on the perimeter, bump Steph Curry. And you're going, all right. I don't know. I think they're all fouls.
Right.
2 seemed violent.
Yeah.
And then 1 was more of a touch foul, and that's called. Again, officiating, I don't think, cost either team or helped either. Whatever. It's just they let a lot of stuff go.
Yes.
And then sometimes you're getting touch fouls on the perimeter. And it's like, that's hard to understand.
But you can't breathe on Steph.
Well,
although Warriors fans, rightfully so, will be like, we never get. They actually
got some ones I thought they should have had.
Yeah,
they didn't get.
I completely agree with you, Rachel. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
Oh, cowbell time.
I'm still on one. Oh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to walk down them aisles with my cowbell, talking to them Warrior fans. My favorite part is going to be we beat Curry, Fox wearing his Curry shoes. Y'all caught that, right?
Yes.
Oh, man. Got my Light the Beam shirt, my Kings hat. I cannot wait to walk down these aisles and talk shit about them Warrior fans.
All right. Thanks, Rachel.
Yeah.
Rachel's full
She
of.
said it. She's still on one.
Yeah, she's still on one. She's got some victory emotion going on.
Good
and
for her.
We don't blame her.
Yeah.
Just the FCC does.
Yeah.
So
live your best life.
If we sound a little slowed down right now, you're not on mushrooms. It's our dump button. Jason, one thing that impressed me as well was, we talked about points in the paint, 40-40. Which, if you're tied with the Warriors there, that's a good thing for the Sacramento Kings. And just De'Aaron Fox's ability to hit the basket, to get inside, to be able to drive through that defense really, really impressed me. It was almost as if he was in one of those brand new Hoblet Ram trucks doing all that driving. And I got to tell you, it's easier than ever to get in there up at Hoblet, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. It's Ram Truck Month. That's why. 75 years in business for Hoblet. What better way to celebrate than helping you get the hard-to-find HD Ram you've been looking for less? Right now, save up to $8,000 off MSRP on the new 2024 Ram 2500 Tradesman Crew Cabs. And with California's biggest selection of Ram trucks, you're sure to find the truck you need. It all started with Chad Hoblet's grandpa and great-grandpa's dream. It's grown over the years to where they've had the chance to serve tens of thousands of customers like you and show them there's something special about Hoblet you just can't get at those big city automobile dealerships. Go experience the difference at California's #1 Ram truck dealer. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody, and I mean nobody, beats Hoblet, period. Keon Ellis, the big lights were not too big for him. He was too big for the bright lights. We have his post game with Gary Jerome coming up next.
Kevin Herter plays here.
It's Herter. He's been hot. He fires. He's still hot. Kevin Herter from downtown has a 15-point first quarter.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
At Fasteners Inc., we believe adding quality power tools to your lineup shouldn't break the bank. That's why we're hosting the biggest Milwaukee tool sale of the year in Sacramento. On top of insane deals on Milwaukee power tools, all Milwaukee pack-out storage boxes, hand tools, and tool accessories will be 25% off. So come on down on April 27th to the Milwaukee Tool Sanity Sale at Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet on Power Inn Road in Sacramento. For more info, visit fastenersinc.net.
Grab the keys to a new fuel-efficient Toyota. Take on this new season in California with incredible MPG and peace of mind. Toyota has more hybrids and plug-in hybrids than any other brand. So hit the road with fewer fill-ups and legendary dependability. Just announced. Get 0% APR plus $2,500 bonus cash, or get the lowest lease payments of the year on the all-electric BZ4X. Toyota. Let's go places. Offer available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit. Ends 4/30/24.
Seems like all this artificial intelligence stuff stirs up the age-old debate of man versus machine. Hi, it's Dan from the Good Feet store, and let me ask you, would you let a robot cut your hair? Would you rely on an app to teach a kid to ride a two-wheeler? Let's face it, some things require the human touch. People come to us seeking a solution to foot, leg, and back pain after trying all kinds of things recommended by in-store machines or website blurbs. An impersonal, generic approach to solving a problem that's unique to you. No wonder they usually don't work. At the Good Feet store, you'll meet with an arch support specialist who will take the time to learn about your needs, your feet, your lifestyle, and then fit you from over 300 models and sizes of arch supports, designed for pain relief, better balance, and more comfort. See what we can do for you with a free fitting. Just stop in or schedule an appointment. With over 200 stores, there's likely one near you. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Everybody needs good feet.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions. Attention anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, and other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-934-9217. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you with the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-934-9217 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, and other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-934-9217. 800-934-9217. 800-934-9217.
Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say. He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Just sent a message to Logan Webb saying, hey, dude, missed you at the game last night. He was there with Dusty Baker.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, not with, but saw a picture of the two of them together.
At the game last night?
That's what, wait, I guess that's not possible.
Have been. Yeah.
You know what? Now that I think about it, somebody sent me, I saw a picture online.
Picture.
Must be an old picture.
Yeah.
See, remember we were talking earlier?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it certainly looked like it must have been one of the playoff games. Because, yeah, he's in Florida, right?
Yes.
Dude, how dope would it be, though, if he flew back?
That'd been awesome.
I mean, it is.
It's like, I'm not pitching. Let's go.
Not pitching.
Yeah.
You should call in. It's 10:47 in Florida. You're up. Call in. Say, light the beam. Light the beam. Then just
so Sacramento, do Cool Hand a favor and light the beam.
Yeah. My goodness. Let's see. You want to hear from Keon Ellis?
With the G-Man?
He visited with the G-Man, which is always one of my favorite interviews, if not my favorite. Here is Keon and the legend talking after, chopping it up after last night's game.
So I think Keon is on with us.
Okay, I got you. Yep.
Okay, thank you, sir. I was just saying, as you were swapping headsets there, I forgot that ESPN Radio is down there tonight, and that's why there was...
Yeah, they got me a little confused. It's all good, though.
Well, we've been bragging on you a lot tonight, young man. And for the fact that you were undrafted coming out of Alabama, the fact that you were a two-way designated player, the fact that you were upgraded in February to a legitimate standard NBA contract, living in this moment, delivering in this moment with just a terrific stat line. How satisfying is this win for you in your journey to more stardom in the future?
It feels great. Honestly, I really can't put into words like how crazy it is. I don't think it's hit me yet, and I think I've just got so used to, just taking the game as it is and as it comes. So, but I know it's something great. But I mean, right now, I'm just trying to just stay locked in. We still got to get another win, and we still got to see how things play out. So, but I mean, definitely a great game tonight. So, definitely the things that I dreamed of for sure.
Has there been anybody that's helped mentor you and bring you to this stage, who's encouraged you and has been maybe a confidant who's helped steer you along this path?
Everybody, but I mean, as I go out there with different lineups, guys are steadily, giving me confidence. But one guy that probably stands out for sure is Malik. He's gonna be the first one to criticize me when I do something stupid, and be the first one to applaud me when I do something great. So. He's definitely been really good for me. He's always on me. If I'm doing good, he wants me to do better. If I'm doing bad, he'll cuss me out and, say his piece. But, I love him.
You played almost 39 minutes tonight. I want to read you the stat line because we've been so impressed about the balance across the board. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 3 block shots. Any of those numbers in particular give you great satisfaction?
The steals and the blocks, I mean, those aren't easy to come by. So, when you rack up steals and blocks, that especially for me, that's something I love.
How about the atmosphere in this winner go home situation tonight in this building?
Oh my God, I need it again in the first round.
Well, it's going to be different because it's going to be life on the road in New Orleans, and we all know how tough they've been.
Facts.
We owe that team something, right?
We do. It's got to get done.
Keon, thank you so much. Congratulations on this moment. May it live long in your memory, but may it only be a small step toward much bigger things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
It's one small step for Beam, one giant leap for Beam kind.
Yes.
I was thinking about this last night on the way home, Jason, with my son in the passenger seat. We're driving home. We were stuck in the parking line for a long time,
and you didn't care.
Didn't care.
Yeah.
We were watching. We had Inside the NBA on.
Oh, nice.
And then there was a group of Kings fans
gone fishing
that were absolutely gone fishing. Did you notice in the gone fishing picture?
Oh, the choking of the fish.
Draymond Green's got his fish.
Hilarious. What was it in the boat? Did you see the boat title?
I did not.
Choke job.
Oh, that's really good on 2 levels. Shout out to the group of Kings fans in parking. There's about 8 of them, and they all had giant cowbells. And every time like a car would pass them, they'd get right in the car's face, and just go crazy on the cowbells. And then everybody'd honk their horns, and then you'd repeat it all the way through. They were cowbelling at every single car. It was super cool to see. Shout out to the guy who was sitting two people down from my son and I, who kept trying to yell at me something about turkey sausage all night long. Just turkey sausage.
Just because.
It's about Draymond Green's order is turkey sausage. I still don't know what it was. It was very loud there, but I just kept nodding and going, yeah, turkey sausage. Shout out to Scott Moak, who's always so fantastic on the PA.
Fresh. Slamson.
Oh,
How about when they said, everybody quiet, or no music off, and then Slamson had the big.
Oh, he did.
And then just the rhythmic clapping in there was really cool.
It was the Iceland, right? So isn't that Iceland soccer team that starts that? Love it. Probably not the best thing to do on the radio right there, but it was super duper fun.
Is there any other NBA city that celebrates like Sacramento?
Nope. It was so cool to see some of the national tweets sneak into my timeline. There was more than a few that said the Keegan Murray call and response is maybe the best thing going in the NBA right now. Being there last night, definitely the DeMontis Sabonis chant was going.
Oh, it was very noticeable.
Very much noticeable.
I was at a local watering hole and they were chanting there.
I love that.
Yeah, but say what they were chanting, Chris.
Huh?
Say what they were chanting.
No, they were doing the DeMontis Sabonis chant.
No, but what was the other one they were chanting?
The other one, there was one woman, MVP of the night, whenever Barnes would score by herself, would just chant MVP, MVP.
Yes.
I love that. That's fantastic. She is the MVP.
I saw that at, like, from, you're right, some national people like, man, it sure looks like it would be fun to go to a Sacramento Kings game.
Yes, Steve Levy. I saw that. And there was another national personality I saw on that too.
And I still remember this to this day, Dave. I want to say it was the U.S. Open in which Phil was against Payne Stewart. So whatever, 2001, 2000 in there. And Phil was going to be a father, and Payne Stewart ends up winning. Johnny Miller was the announcer, and there was, I think it was Bethpage Black in New York, and the crowd's going nuts. And one of his thoughts is, what do they think this is? A Sacramento Kings game?
He said that?
Yes, because it was
just
mayhem out on the golf
insane.
course, but that's what.
How do I not recognize?
I definitely remember that. Yeah, to this day.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a 20-plus year callback, but that's what it's like.
What was it, Byron Scott? Was it Byron Scott or David? It was David Stern. One of the two said that if, I'm going to get the quote wrong, but if aliens landed on Earth and you wanted to get them addicted to the NBA, the first place you'd take them would be then Arco Arena to see a Sacramento Kings game.
Pretty special last night.
It really, really is. And, another thing I can think of that would be even almost, let's say even more special. That's tough to say, but I think so, is to be able to have $100 gift certificate in your pocket to Jiffy Lube just for listening last night to a postseason game and knowing what Gary Gerald's Jiffy Lube drive of the game was.
I listened.
The Gary Gerald drive, it's the Double G Dog. It's actually the Jiffy Lube drive of the game. Yeah. The JL Dog. Jiffy Lube drive of game.
Yeah.
We call it the JL Dog here locally.
Yeah, we do.
1-800-920-1140 is the phone number. If you know the drive of the game, call in right now. We'll get you right out of the break. Also, Chris, I see you. I see you've been holding. Wants to talk about Friday's game as well. That's fine. We'll accept that. Chris, you hold through the break. I will get to you first up coming back. It is your home of the play-in second round advancing to team dynasty ender Keon Ellis Island inhabitants, Curry sender, Clay career ender, Dre to Cancun senders.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Put it all on a t-shirt, baby. Sacramento Kings, we are your home. Sactown Sports.
Last season, the Sacramento Kings gave us a little bit of everything. A Pacific Division title, GM of the Year, Coach of the Year, Clutch Player of the Year, All-Stars and All-NBA performers. Plus, we got to light the beam.
Here's a steal by Fox, a breakaway. He's got the rip with the left hand.
What does this season have in store? Find out. Each and every Sacramento Kings game can be heard right here on your proud home of the Beam team, Sactown Sports at SactownSports.com.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is Wednesday as we're halfway through the work week. We're looking at a cool start for the day, so you might need a jacket early on. But for the afternoon, you're not going to need that jacket. Mostly sunny skies, light winds, highs stay in the low 80s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Once upon a time, you could get a heater tune-up or an air conditioner tune-up for just $59, or both for $89. Not too hot, not too cold, just right.
I thought you were going to read me a bedtime story.
Go to sleep now. Bonnie.com. License 696-355.
Hey, this is Carly. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Chicken Minis is the combination of flavors. The first thing I always taste is the honey butter. It gets me going in the morning. The Chicken Minis are phenomenal. The roll is soft and the chicken is crispy. I never had chicken for breakfast before, but they were so good. I told my mom and sister about them, and now they're a family thing. It's the perfect breakfast bite.
Breakfast starts with Chicken Minis and Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app. Real customer paid for their testimonial.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. Super good. Hi.
Out to the comfort
I'm glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
Oh, of course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and talk to a real person 24/7. Now, how can I help?
Yeah, I used my Discover card to buy these yellow pleather pajamas, and I'm just not sure I'm pulling them off.
24/7 U.S.-based customer service. It pays to Discover. Limitations apply. Learn more at discover.com/credit card.
It's a myth to think you don't play golf well enough to get fitted for golf clubs. The professionals at the Hagen Oaks Player Performance Studio would argue that playing the game with golf clubs properly fitted to your body and swing characteristics is the best way to improve your game and have more fun on the golf course. With a professional staff of fitters, all the major brands of equipment, and cutting-edge technology featuring TrackMan, the indoor-outdoor Hagen Oaks Player Performance Studio is worth a look. See for yourself, Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway. Schedule your fitting at 916-808-2531, 808-2531.
Skeeter here, Field Tech, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District. Hey, it's my favorite week of the year, Mosquito Awareness Week. Yep, the spring and warm weather means the little suckers are starting to breed and bite. Gotcha! So it's time to fight the bite. Once a week, drain standing water from flower pots, bird baths, dog dishes, and at dawn and dusk, start using insect repellent outside and wear long clothes, because these skeeters are up for blood.
The Sacramento Yola Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you it's time to fight the bite. For more information, go to fightthebite.net.
Welcome to the April Adventures sales event at Kia Vacaville, where they're ushering a new season with unbeatable lease options for their 2024 lineup. As April blooms with possibilities, it's the perfect time to discover the thrill of driving a Kia, featuring the luxurious and versatile Kia Telluride. During April Adventures, Kia Vacaville is excited to unveil their top models with irresistible lease offers. Feel the exhilaration of the all-new Kia Sportage, blending captivating design with dynamic performance. Experience the impressive fuel efficiency of the Kia Niro, a hybrid wonder that stretches your adventures further. And don't miss out on the chance to boost your journeys with the luxurious comfort and practicality of the Kia Telluride. Available now at Kia Vacaville. Embrace the look of spring with their eco-friendly Kia hybrid options, tailored for those who seek efficiency without sacrificing style, with the EV9 in stock. Kia Vacaville is your premier destination for electric excitement. Model availability, lease options, and features may vary. For more details, visit Kia Vacaville and embark on your April adventure today.
KHTKAM Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, your new home for 49ers football in the 916.
Sactown Sports.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone. And then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
All right, we got TV coming up at 8:15, I believe, on our good friends over at Channel 58, along with Channel 3, our proud partners. So we're going to be big, important TV people. Jason's double dipping today. Apparently, Channel 3 didn't like me.
I did see your picture up on the wall.
And at KCRA? Yeah.
Red circle, line
through it. Big no.
Yeah.
Well, do us proud, Jason Ross.
I'll try.
Say hi to our friend Lisa Gonzalez, who
will.
is super happy today. She's as big a Kings fan.
Yes, she is.
As you will meet. We're going to get to your phone calls. Chris and Roger, I see a Jiffy Lube drive of the game. First crack is with Matt, and Jason is not sure if he remembers.
I think I got it
all
now.
the emotion, the Jiffy Lube drive of the game. I'll tell you what, Jason. So let's test that. So Matt's going to say what it is. You give me a little tiny silent thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay, Matt. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
What is the Jiffy Lube drive of the game last night, Matt?
It would have been Fox to Sabonis for a layup in the second quarter.
Fox to Sabonis for a layup in the second quarter. Jason's kind of, I can't read it. I can't tell what he's doing. Let's see.
What am I doing?
Do you even know how to do it? It's a thumb sideways. I don't know what it is. Let's take a look here, or not a look, a listen, Matt.
Here's the step back for three from Steph. It's no good. Fox with a rebound. Quickly surveys the floor. Accelerates. Throws it ahead to Sabonis. Rolls right to the rim and scores. That's going to be your Jiffy Lube drive of the game. A quick transition strike by the Kings. The Aaron Fox to Sabonis running the floor hard and getting the layup to give the Kings a 14-point lead at 48-34.
Hey, turns out it was a thumbs up, Jason, you were giving us. Congratulations, Matt. You got yourself the $100 gift certificate to Jiffy Lube for any and all things you want done to your vehicle that Jiffy Lube does, just for tuning in to Sactown Sports and the legendary Gary Gerald. Matt, you just have to do one more thing for us. What home of the victorious dynasty-killing Sacramento Kings makes all your Jiffy Lube dreams come true?
Sactown Sports, 1140.
Cut, print, wrap. That's a promo right there.
Matt was just like the Kings on his game.
On his game.
Yeah.
Let's go to Chris with Katie Christensen joining us in just under an hour. Good morning, Chris.
Morning, fellas. Morning. What a game last night.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, what a game last night it was.
So I just want to talk about Friday real quick. Of course, we never get any love from the national media, but I think what they're overlooking is going into this game, we have the experience of going 7 games last year with the Warriors, going, this playing game. I think if anyone's going to get tight on Friday, it's going to be the Pelicans. I think our experience, might play a little factor in that. We've been there, and I don't think they have. So I haven't seen anyone mention that, but I think that gives us a little upper hand going into this do or die game. What do you guys think?
Jason?
Well, I will say this. If you're looking at it positively for the Kings, they've lost 2 straight at home. They've had 2 chances to be a 6 seed, basically, or a 6 seed on Sunday. Didn't do that. Had a chance to be a 7 seed yesterday. Didn't do that. They do have an injury to Zion Williamson. That's another potential positive for the Kings. But Dave, a phrase you use, it's not unique to you, but you like to use it. I think it fits. Styles make fights. Yeah. I can't think of a worse matchup. Doesn't mean the Kings can't win.
Yeah.
But it has been the worst matchup for them this year. It just has been.
They were saying at one point during the Lakers-Pelicans game, we were watching it with everyone before the Kings game started, and they were saying that one of the I think it might have been Reggie. I don't know who it was, but it was like, and the Pelicans-Lakers this year, the Lakers have just absolutely owned them. It's they've beaten them by a combined 59 points, and I'm thinking. So the Lakers have beat the Pelicans by a combined 59. That's before last night's win,
which was 4.
But the Kings are 4-0 against the Lakers, and the New Orleans Pelicans set a record for largest point differential at like 118 combined over 5 games with the Kings. How is that even possible? But yeah, styles make fights.
Styles make fights.
Alan Styles makes fights.
1 game. Kings should be confident in the way they just played. But look, if I'm New Orleans and I've had kind of, 2 chances here lost, but what's coming my way? The Kings, who they've owned, I would feel confident if I were them.
If I was the Pelicans, I would too. And what I don't want the Kings to do is going in there trying to prove a point. I don't want them going in there mad. Whatever happened before this didn't happen. Yes, the Kings lost to him by 40 without Zion earlier. If Zion's out, if Brandon Ingram's out, let's also remember C.J. McCollum basically actually has the pink slip. People say Vivek owns the Kings. C.J. McCollum has an argument.
Yeah, I don't think he's made a 3 since he left here. He made every one of them here. He was really bad in San Francisco. He didn't play well the last 2 games against the Lakers, but look, Keon, Keegan, Fox, Sabonis, all of them have to be great again, and they're capable. We now know that they are capable.
I will say this, and you may disagree. I know a lot of people might disagree. I don't mind being a contrarian here. I don't mind being on an island by myself. If, and I'm not ready to think about it yet, but if we get to Friday, if the Kings were to beat the Pelicans, in my opinion, it would make up for all 5 previous losses this year.
Absolutely.
Oh, you agree?
100%.
Okay, good. I would
100%.
It would be worth. I would be glad we lost to them 5 in a row. It would make it even better.
Well, then it almost, I mean, honestly, if you did that too, thinking of what the week was, we said it all along. Like, if they had like the dream week, one beating the Warriors, we didn't know if it'd be Lakers or Pelicans, and you get to Sunday and you're in the playoffs on Sunday, it kind of erases the season of frustration, right?
If that were to happen, if it were to happen,
right?
If
it
were to happen, instantly a successful season.
Yeah, none of the other stuff it doesn't matter anymore.
Roger, I want to be your man. Good morning. Welcome in.
Yes, I wanted to comment on the win yesterday and caution Kings fans to let that go and focus in on what the task is at hand. As a person who is an alumni of Grant High School and Boise State University, those are winning traditions. And that was incredible last night. I've never seen Klay Thompson get 0 points. I don't really think it was defense. He just was off. I've never seen him like that. So you have to forget that, focus in, because I still don't understand why New Orleans was rewarded for losing. It should be the Lakers and Kings, to me, to go on because both of them won. I love that series. And so I hope you guys win in New Orleans and go to Oklahoma from there.
Roger, can I ask you this? And as somebody who, if you were a Pacer, a Grant Pacer, if you went to Boise State, the Big Blue Field, I agree. You know a lot about winning. Can I ask you this though? And this is coming from the guy that's usually on the pessimistic side. Today is Wednesday. I totally agree with you. Like, that's it. You did your thing, and you got to focus on the Pelicans. But can we wait till tomorrow?
Oh, of course.
Okay,
you got to enjoy today.
You're good, Dave.
You have to enjoy today and then catch the flight.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I just want after my almost entire.
Now listen. Listen, Dave. I have family that are Kings diehard fans, and when they won last night, they deserve that. That was an incredible win.
True.
And the Kings should enjoy that until they get on that plane, and then they got to zero in on New Orleans.
Yep.
Yes, I'm with you on that. Yes, sir. Roger knows what he's talking about.
Fans, they could soak this in for days.
Yes.
The team, they got to move on, of course.
I just want one day.
Yeah. Let's have a day. Let's have a day.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll reset everything, and then we're going to visit with our good friends over at Channel 58.
Nervous.
Are you? Yeah. Just, you know what? Imagine everyone in their underwear. And I'm wearing the Borat. Let me just put it that way.
Hello.
Katie Christensen at 9 a.m. No, not. I didn't mean to segue into that. Yeah. We'll come back. We'll do TV next.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead. Outstanding ball movement by Sacramento.
Every triple, every jam, every Kings win.
Sabonis with the jam over the Joker. He's got the three-point shot.
Get your Kings fix all season long.
Right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings.
Here's a steal by Fox, the breakaway. He's got the rip with the left hand.
Sactown Sports at SactownSports.com.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ooh, ma. What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very
calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
They bleed black and purple. It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on your local sports leader, Sactown Sports.
A noted national journalist just sent me a text and to remind me, and I appreciate him or her.
Look at that.
It was a tweet saying, "I'm taking the Lakers and the Kings tonight. Carry on." That's from George Carl with a K.
Oh, former Kings coach.
I think that's the same guy.
Yeah.
Looks like him in the picture. How about that?
Dave, he was right.
He was correct.
He called the shot.
It was good for him doing something positive for the Kings for the first time.
Lots of people, understandably so, picked the Warriors. Lots of people.
Well, it's funny you say that, Jason Ross, because I'm looking at a picture from last night that
Mr. Lopez.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Lopez. And when we say Mr. Lopez, I'll tell you what I mean, because apparently I didn't take a picture. I just tweeted it. The ESPN crew went through picking, here we go, winners. Israel Gutierrez, the Warriors. Well, I'll just put it this way. Everyone from Kendra Andrews to Mark Spears, Tim McMahon, Tim Legler, both the Tims, Kevin they'll pick the Warriors. Everyone
and that was the moment fans had hoped for all night, seeing the
Kristen,
team live at the Golden One Center. After losing in the first-round playoff series to the Warriors last year, last night's game offered a chance for some revenge. It's the first time in the Sacramento era that the Kings have won a game when facing elimination. So this morning, we welcome the crew from Sactown Sports, Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross. They're joining us now. Hey, guys, good morning.
Good morning. It is a great morning.
Yes, it is. Okay, so we got to jump right in. There was a lot of talk about who would ultimately step up after Malik Monk's injury. And last night, it was Keegan Murray, for sure.
You know what? And I'm going to build on that. It was Keegan Murray, 100%, 32 points. So fantastic. But, Jason, as we've been talking about all morning long, it was Keon Ellis. It was Domantas Sabonis. It was the entire team that really came together and played arguably at the perfect time their best game of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everyone really showed up for sure. So we know the Kings have to win on Friday to make the playoffs, but they've lost all 5 games to New Orleans, of course, before by an average of 20 points. How can they change that and get a win?
Brandy, we're trying to celebrate the greatest win of the season.
We gotta have some reality too.
You're right. This is probably the toughest matchup they've had. They've lost 5 times to the Pelicans as a team. They really haven't even had a chance to beat in any of the 5. But it's what's ahead for them. Everything should be tough now. There is an injury to Zion Williamson from the Pelicans that we'll keep our eye on. But Kings, like Dave said earlier, just have to be great on one night, and hopefully that's Friday again.
Okay, so I'm not going to say if. I'm going to say when we're able to light the beam on Friday. What's next?
Hold on, I'm just throwing some salt over my shoulder here after you said that, Brandy. What's next would be a first-round matchup with the Oklahoma City Thunder, who the Kings have played very, very well this year. Domantas Sabonis matches up fantastically with Chet Holmgren, the 2 leaders in steals in the NBA, De'Aaron Fox and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who will finish top 3, top 4 in the MVP voting. You also got the Thunder, who are kind of where the Kings were last year, just trying to figure themselves out in the playoffs. I'm not going to say I like our chances against the 1 seed. They're going to be the favorite, of course, but if there was a 1 seed you'd want to play as an 8 seed, if you're the Kings, I think it would be the Thunder because of those matchups. So, Randy, it can get very, very interesting. But as you said, 0-5 versus the Pelicans. I'll give you a quick analysis because I know we're on TV here. My prediction is if the Kings have more points than the Pelicans at the end of the fourth quarter, I think they've got a good shot at the W.
All right. Well, we know you guys will be watching. We will too. And we're throwing all the pixie dust, the waves, the everything that we can celebrating our team. Guys, thanks so much.
Thank you, Brandy. Take care.
You too.
That's analysis, baby.
Yes.
It's TV analysis. That's why you get to go to 3 and I don't.
You weren't wrong. Hey, there we are. We're on TV.
We're on
Look
TV.
at us.
Look, we're on.
Hey, there's Chris.
Hey, Chris getting TV time.
Yeah.
With his Man City jersey.
Oh, it's perfect that you had Monk's in the shot behind you, and of course your lightsaber.
Yes, and the lightsaber, the mini beam.
Yeah.
You think anybody was watching that though, and they're like, you know what? I agree, man. If they can outscore the Pelicans, I think they will. Or more likely, it's some guys like, that's why I don't listen to that guy. What a hunk of garbage. Duh. Great analysis, Magic.
Thanks,
Magic.
I'm guessing both of those people were watching.
I think you're 100%.
They're all watching.
Also, speaking of watching, obviously we want to acknowledge everybody in their cars, everybody at their work right now, everybody listening on the app. Alexa, Sactown Sports. Sorry.
Nice.
Just
you did it.
Yeah, I did that. Sorry, I had to do it. And want to thank everybody on the YouTube right now.
Wow,
the
lots of you.
Chat is bumping.
Yeah,
if you will.
What do they do over there?
I don't know. They're all hanging out.
Yeah,
we should all get together sometime in real life. Like have some.
Would
sort
you
of
do that?
No.
We saw you out in real life last night. And
Yes.
then at a station the Styles and Watkins function.
Did you notice the thing about the Styles and Watkins function though is that literally none of you knew I was coming.
Yeah,
which is perfect. I could just come in, sneak in, have a chicken finger, and leave.
Yeah, the shock from Chris Verlon.
That was the best
That
part.
was his line. I wish that was recorded.
That was the best part.
And people would probably think it was a bit, but that was my genuine response.
Oh, I know it was your genuine response.
Chris has worked with me about as long as anyone,
and it probably worked perfectly that actually nobody saw you but Chris first.
Yes,
like just the way he was positioned, it was perfect.
He announced his presence with authority. I'm trying to get Jesse to call in, Jesse 9, because that's who was sitting. He's in the chat. That's turkey
Jesse,
sausage.
What does it mean, Jesse?
I want him to call in. 1-800-920-1140. His guy was sitting 2 seats down between, my son was in between me and him. And all that long, he's screaming at me, turkey sausage. And in the moment, I didn't get it. And I still don't get it.
Yeah, turkey sausage.
I want to know why this guy was just he was yelling it at Draymond. It was something about turkey sausage. That's Draymond's order at the bakery in Danville.
Yeah.
What? But, of course, in the moment, I wasn't really looking for a breakdown. So I'm like, light the beam, turkey sausage.
Kings fans are so funny. And I totally get it.
Oh, maybe it wasn't this Jesse guy. Sorry. Sorry, Jesse.
Jesse's girl.
Jesse had said earlier, he'd said turkey sausage in the chat. I thought maybe that was him.
There was a play relatively early on where Draymond was called for a foul. And I will say, even in Draymond terms, like he came over to the ref and was talking to him. Like the whole arena's T.
Yes,
like, and Draymond was actually pretty calm in the moment.
He really was.
But they wanted him tossed, which is great.
I was one of those people. And I definitely, my son kind of looked at me a couple times because I will not confirm or deny that I was doing quite a bit of yelling in Draymond Green's direction on the bench.
Well, I'd love your perspective for where you sat. You were about as close as you get to the Warriors bench. When did you notice like kind of the body language of they know they're cooked? Because, they did try. They were, I mean, it's not like they still were fighting, but then at some point it's like they don't have it. They're not going to beat the Kings tonight. When did you feel it from their perspective? From their
perspective, I'm going to be honest with you, Jason. I was in such a glass case of emotion last night, and I was right behind their bench, and I was not able to simultaneously let out a sigh of relief and slump my shoulders a little bit in a good way, and also notice until they waved the white flag and sent in the bench. Yeah. That's real. Now, there was frustration throughout the night. Chris Paul was making his dumb Chris Paul face all night long at Steve Kerr, and I know Clay hit the deck on one side, on that side of the floor. And also it's like they all look to Steve Kerr to it's kind of like kids with their parents that you're looking at the coach, and that's a sign of respect to kind of gauge your reaction off what his reaction is going to be. But I really didn't the whole night, dude. And I gotta think that, a lot of Kings fans were this way. All I'm doing is looking at the score.
And the time.
Yeah. And the score and the time and the score and the time. Like I said, I think it was about 5 minutes, maybe 6 left. Kings had a 19, 20-point lead, and there's some dude right now, light the beam. And I just looked at him. What are you doing? Yeah. You got to turn around and curse and spit or something you're going to screw with the thing atop the thing in the sky. Like, don't do it. But then it was like, then when Steve cleared the bench.
Yeah, it was a wrap.
And it was.
And Brown could clear the bench. And JaVale's dunking on him.
Can I tell you a weird thought I had as we kind of get closer to break that I did have, though, when he cleared the bench? Draymond's one thing. Clay maybe a little. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for what I'm about to say.
Where are you going here?
In my euphoria for the Kings winning, And in my enjoyment and just pure pettiness and just the ecstatic feeling I had at watching the Warriors with their slumped heads and their frowny faces, just looking forlorn, Klay Thompson just looking down. As they're walking back towards their bench, it's like, you ever in the middle of the day, out of nowhere, maybe you ate something earlier and you start feeling kind of razor blades in your intestines and you know something's, you're like, what is that feeling? I had a feeling creep up on me that I wouldn't have predicted in 1,000 years, and I'm kind of ashamed to admit. But I look at Kerr, I look at Steph, I look at Klay, I look at their faces, and I started feeling this overwhelming feeling of respect. Like, I'm so glad we beat your asses. I'm so glad we sent you home. But my God, you guys had an amazing run. And if this is it, you had one of the most entertaining teams of all time, a team that will be talked about for eons. Steph, you've changed the game in so many ways. I hate you all in so many ways too, but as a sports fan, this may be the last time they all are on the floor together, and we got to see it, and we're the ones that sent them home. But I would give, we talked about 6 months off our life. I'd give that and a couple of fingers and toes to have the run that they had. And when you think about it, Jason, over the last, since 2013, 14, 15,
they're the team.
So for the last basically 10 years, they've played a couple of extra seasons.
Yeah.
And the physicality and the pressure cooker and everything that goes in with the playoffs, and they've gone through that all the way to the end many, many times.
So where you were, you cleaned that up for me, because I'm like, are you going to say you feel sorry for them? Because I'm like, no. But yes, as respect, what they've done, absolutely. They
it was
deserve,
like the Derek Jeter, take off the hat meme.
But it also, in doing that, in a sense, it's like a sense of pride for me that the Kings did it.
It was, and
that they're the one that knocked that team out.
You're 100% right, and not to, I'll go away from being serious here in a second, but as they all slumped down, and as I had that thought, and I'm overwhelmed with wow, I'm so happy and proud of my team, but I have so much respect for these guys. My son's next to me. I'm like, this is what sports are all about. I stood up and I looked, and I was trying to maybe catch eyes with one of the players. And then finally I couldn't help it. I just, from the bottom of my heart, I just went, Cancun, go to Cancun. You're gone. Bye-bye. L Street's that way.
But respect.
But respect. Respectfully. That's a respectable job. Yeah. Very respectfully. L Street's that way. Where the L? It's a break time?
Yeah.
Reminds me of an old joke. When Snoop Dogg is doing his laundry. You know how he keeps the whites white?
How?
Bleach! No, nothing. We'll take a break. That's a joke for the kids. Snoop Dogg's a rapper, actor.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in, he did songs.
Rapper and actor.
Yes, a ractor.
Yes.
An apper. He did such songs as Deep Cover with Dr. Dre, and also had an album called Gin and Juice, probably.
Oh.
Yeah. Probably not the album. I know what the album's title is. I just can't say it on the air. What I can say on the air, however, is how happy, speaking of proud, I was of the energy in the entire building last night. And I got to think it was the play, it was the situation, but it was also people thinking about my good friends at American Energy. Bleach. Almost got a spit take out of Jason. Hey, y'all. Hey. Make the switch to electric this spring and save big with American Energy. Stay ahead of those spiking energy bills this summer with up to $9,000 in rebates on a new ultra-high efficiency comfort system. I love how Verlaud's in the background just gave me the Lee Trevino shaking of the head. I saw that. American Energy is providing huge rebates from SMUD as well as spring specials. by installing one of many incredibly efficient AC options available to you right now. Get rid of those fluctuating gas bills in the wintertime. Switch to year-round all-electric with American Energy. You know it's going to be hot this summer. Make it happen, Captain. What's it going to be this summer? Yeah, let American Energy perform a free in-home energy efficiency analysis and see where they can help you save for the warmer months ahead. These guys are the best. I've told you. Learn more by calling 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990. AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. When we get back, I don't know, your phone calls at 1-800-920-1140. Call in. Were you there? Where were you? How did you watch? How are you feeling? Your Sacramento Kings have ended the Warriors dynasty, and we are the home. Sactown Sports.
Did you miss any part of our live local shows? Don't worry, you never have to miss them again. Check out SactownSports.com and search our podcast page and play our shows when you want. The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Stiles and Watkins, and The Drive Guys. Plus, other podcasts like Return of the Empire, Return of the Roar, The Stingers Up podcast, and Golf to Go with Frank LaRosa.
They're all available right now on SactownSports.com.
Play and win to take your loyalty to new heights at Sky River Casino in Elk Grove. Sign up for Sky River Rewards, and you'll get $15 free play to use on your first visit. Plus, you'll be in the know about upcoming special events and offers. Visit skyriver.com today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Kevin Lewis of National Garage Door. Whether you need to repair a broken spring, install a new opener, or buy a quality Rainer door, National Garage Door is here for you. Call us today to see how we can transform your house with a new garage door.
638-4554 National Garage Door.
Country in the Park is back May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo with Brantley Gilbert, Dustin Lynch, Jay Cohen, Walker Hayes, and more. Tickets start at just $46. Country in the Park, May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo. For more information, visit CITPFest.com.
Brought to you by Tub Shed, New Dawn Treatment Centers, and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. They're in Midtown in the Cal Sutter Medical Building and also offer telemedicine appointments. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 916-365-4566. That's 916-365-4566 or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Two young fathers are shot to death outside an iconic Utah restaurant.
I said, your dad has been hurt really bad.
The grief was disorienting for those left behind until one choice changed everything.
I just remember writing this letter, and it wasn't me writing it.
Can a personal decision shape generations?
We're all falling for this guy's trick.
I'm Amy Donaldson. Season 2 of The Letter, Ripple Effect, is available now. Follow us at theletterpodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
So here's a fact. 85% of the population will suffer from foot pain in their lifetime. That's almost everyone. So you'd think there'd be plenty of healthy long-term remedies, but there just aren't. Right? Hi, I'm Dan from the Good Feet store. You know, people come in all the time sharing the same frustrating story. Bought this, tried that, been there, done whatever, all different kinds of things, but all with a similar result. Nothing. A discouraging and endless cycle of disappointment. If this rings a bell, don't despair. There is hope. If you think you've tried everything, you probably haven't tried Good Feet arch supports from the Good Feet store. They're designed to relieve, even eliminate, the pain commonly caused by certain foot conditions like plantar fasciitis, bunions, flat feet, and others. Plus, provide better balance and increased comfort. See what we can do for you with a free arch support fitting. Just stop in or schedule an appointment. With over 200 stores, there's likely one in your neck of the woods. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Everybody needs Good Feet.
This segment is brought to you by Aztec Solar. Skip the sales pitch. Calculate your solar savings at yourpowersavings.com.
Jason, I found the guy. He still hasn't called in. I want him to call in to explain it, but I told you, I had a guy sitting next to Mason and myself last night, and he just kept yelling at me and yelling at the Warriors. It was something about turkey sausage and like the turkey sausage order and all that. So anyways, they found his Instagram or something, and this is exactly what was happening.
Turkey sausage!
What does that mean? And he's yelling it at Draymond.
He's yelling it at Draymond, and I don't know what it means.
Turkey sausage!
Yes.
Turkey sausage!
Go into my likes on Twitter, Chris. It's there. I don't know, dude. I don't know, but weirdly enough, I will tell you this much. I think if where's my salt? I think if the Kings somehow miraculously were to advance to the first round, right? That's just a non-jinx. I think I'm going to make some turkey sausage shirts, and turkey sausage is going to be our adopted team of the postseason.
Okay.
I don't know why, but every time 100% of the time I've gone to a game and some dude next to me has been screaming turkey sausage all night, we've beaten whoever we've played.
Yeah. Convincingly.
Go great on an egg sandwich.
Yes.
What the hell is that? I just want to know the thought process. Like, how is there
You think Draymond on his next podcast will say, yeah, I'm at that game and some guy's yelling turkey sausage at me?
Maybe that's what threw them. They're like, I don't order turkey sausage. And they were talking about it during the half.
Yeah. Halftime adjustments. We were trying to figure out this turkey sausage thing.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. What I honestly thought was like that's some sort of new saying that I should know from like a song or whatever. Like I keep having people, I got a research today, people saying drop and give me 50. That's like a thing going on. I know that's some sort of reference. I think it involves Drake and something. You know, I do not have my ear to the grindstone here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I don't either. I don't even know where the grindstone is.
I need a newsletter, basically, of the new things every
Send
week.
me a fax.
Send me a fax. Let us know.
I gotta know.
How about some audio from yesterday?
Okay.
We haven't done that since the opening segment. A lot of new people in here. And just want to relive a little
audio
bit.
treat.
Audio treats. Trick or treat, but not in October. Here's De'Aaron Fox.
Sabonis throws now to the left corner to Barnes, fakes the three, drives on Draymond, shoulders for space, squares up, the floater no good. Step back to De'Aaron Fox. He came out of nowhere on the left angle, and he was above the iron to poke it down off the miss. Spectacular timing on the part of De'Aaron Fox, and the Kings have a 3-point lead at 11-8.
Somebody's saying if turkey sausage means you're soft because you're ordering a turkey sausage. Is that soft? Like, oh, you eat turkey sausage.
I don't get it.
Your mom eats turkey sausage. Like, what? Okay.
Yeah. By the way, that De'Aaron, that bounce off of nowhere, like that dunk was fantastic.
Well,
that was great.
It was one of a couple of dunks in the first quarter. I'll tell you, this got me out of my chair, man. The steal, and then he ain't jelly. He's jamming it.
8-point Sacramento advantage at 23-15. Steal, De'Aaron Fox, breakaway, two-hand rip.
That was great timing. They're showing it on ESPN.
The exact highlight.
Right now, as a matter of fact. Domantas Sabonis with the putback. I wish I could. I want to find the corresponding highlight and follow him. Steph Curry, though, he continued to Steph Curry himself.
Keegan Murray, the defender. Steph yet to put it on the floor. Jab step, launch for three, scores the triple. He only took 4 shots in the first half.
That's it.
I'll be amazed if he doesn't take at least 14 in the second half.
Well,
you timed it.
I did. Did I? Do we?
Yeah, you were on the Steph highlight.
Keon Ellis.
After it got down to 1 point.
Yep, corner three. That was such a huge basket. Keegan Murray on fire all night long. I'm going to be honest with you, Jason. I don't mind saying that. You know, that highlight we played from Steph right there where he did hit that three to cut it to 56-55. I'm sitting there again. My son's to my right, friends to my left, and like in my chair, I started to hear very faintly, but I started to hear in my ear with all the noise going on. I heard this tiny little voice in my head. And it was like, hello, darkness, my old friend. And I'm sitting there going, oh, God, is this the thing where they're winning? And then the Warriors eat the spinach and Steph Curry forms Voltron and they do the thing. Is this where, like, Steve Kerr, I'm trying to use all the cartoon references I can, raises his sword in the air and says, by the power of Grayskull. And next thing you know, the music starts and we're just getting our asses kicked. Here we go. And it was like the Blair Witch Project of twists.
Yeah.
Where the Kings said, yeah, no, and we're going to ride Harrison Barnes.
Keegan Murray on the left angle finds Sabonis at the free throw line, left elbow area. Makes a pivot, one dribble, and hands to Fox. Hesitates, probes, now skips it cross court. Harrison Barnes wide open, buries the triple. Boy, the spacing was just outstanding there. The Kings have made their 11th three-pointer in 25 attempts. Sacramento, after the lead had been cut to 1, has now scored 9 straight points.
We talked about it, Jason. For the Sacramento Kings, 15 offensive rebounds to 8 for the Golden State Warriors. 25-9 second chance points.
Yeah.
Including De'Aaron here.
Len takes the feed and gives to Fox. Sets the screen. Fox rolls left. Runs to his right. Puts it up on the iron. No good. Got a back tap by Len. Grabbed by Keegan. To Lyles. To Fox for 3 in the right corner. He's got the rainbow triple. The lead's back to 15 at 86-71. Fox with 14 in the quarter. 24 on the night. It's 86-71 Sacramento. 2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Can I just also say, as an aside, that wasn't a particularly, that was just a great play. It wasn't something insane. That is a perfect play-by-play call by Gary Gerald. The entire thing. No,
exactly.
Of course not. But I mean, the entire thing is flawed. Gary Gerald appreciation moment.
Yes.
The change in pace, in tone, the enunciation, the delivery, the whole thing. It's just an absolute, it's like, put it in the Louvre, man.
Yeah, super power. Like I said, the Kings were great. G-Man was great. There were so many things, and I was thinking about this going to the game yesterday. Again, I think a lot more things were pointing towards the Warriors going into the game. Understandably, if you had trepidation as a Kings fan. But I think if you kind of really looked closer at these Kings losses that were so painful. I mean, this last 3 weeks has really been torture.
Yes.
Most of the losses have been in about as painful way as you can get.
Yep.
That's the end result. Inside that day, they were playing better than I think people like. So the natural thought is they're not playing very well coming in. Yes, they weren't winning. But they were actually playing better, I think, than was kind of reported.
Well, they were playing well enough to get a 20-point lead against the Knicks. They were playing well enough to come back and have a chance to win and be ahead with 8 seconds left against Boston. They kicked the holy hell out of the Nets. They had a 20-point lead in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
So yes, to your point, they were playing well at times.
In every loss, and I think since Monk, they had the lead in the fourth quarter, with the exception of the Pelicans.
Yeah.
So, okay, now the same thing could have happened last night. Hey, look, they're playing great, but you still have to finish the game. And I think that's the one thing. It also has been a season problem. It didn't happen yesterday, and so they needed all of that to come through. And it was just. I know the coaching staff, you can't dwell on one game, but they had to be so proud of those guys. They played great last night.
They did it for Jordy.
Okay, do it again.
Do it again.
Yeah, because they deserve to win.
1-800-920-1140, your phone number, 1-800-920-1140 if you want to sound off like so many have today on last night's game. Steven, I see you, buddy. We'll get to you right out of the break, along with who's hot, who's not. We'll go streaking. We'll see how we did for 3 in the Key last night before we get to Katie at 9 a.m. on your home of the victorious dynasty-ending Sacramento Kings. Sactown Sports.
Turkey sausage!
Did you miss any part of our live local shows? Don't worry, you never have to miss them again. Check out SactownSports.com and search our podcast page and play our shows when you want. The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Stiles and Watkins, and The Drive Guys. Plus, other podcasts like Return of the Empire, Return of the Roar, the Stingers Up podcast, and Golf to Go with Frank LaRosa.
They're all available right now on SactownSports.com.
At Ashton & Price, we get injury victims to yes. Experience. Yes. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years. No more insurance companies? Yes. Our clients focus on getting better and we handle all the rest. Results? Yes. We've collected over $100 million for injury victims. No fee until we win? Yes. Our clients pay nothing until we win. Ashton & Price, the best at getting to yes. Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Skeeter here, Field Tech, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District. Hey, it's my favorite week of the year, Mosquito Awareness Week. Yep, the spring and warm weather means the little suckers are starting to breed and bite. Gotcha. So it's time to fight the bite. Once a week, drain standing water from flower pots, bird baths, dog dishes, and at dawn and dusk, start using insect repellent outside and wear long clothes, because these skeeters are out for blood.
The Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you it's time to fight the bite. For more information, go to fightthebite.net.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. Chad, what's going on for Ram Truck Month?
We are very excited to be celebrating 75 years in business by doing what we do best, helping you get the truck you need for less. Right now, save up to $11,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs. And with over 500 new Rams available, you won't find a better selection in all of California.
Wow, 75 years? That is amazing.
It all started with my grandpa and great-grandpa's dream, and it's grown over the years to where we've had a chance to serve tens of thousands of customers and show them there's something special about Hoblet you just can't get at those big city auto mall dealerships.
Come experience the difference at California's #1 Ram truck dealer. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
11,000 total net savings after 5,000 factory rebates and 6,000 dealer discounts. Rebates include 2,000 Chrysler Capital bonus cash. Must finance through Chrysler Cap to qualify. 500 first responder bonus cash. Must be current member of eligible first responder association. More than 5 of the sold net savings. See dealer for details.
Hey, UC Davis fans, Aggie football season tickets are available now. Whether you're coming out to see the dynamic, fast-paced offense under new head coach Tim Plow and All-American running back Land Larison, or bringing the kids out to roll down the grass hills and run on the field at halftime's more your speed, UC Davis Football Games has something for everyone. Secure your 6 Saturday games now with a season ticket package by calling the ticket office at 530-752-2471 or go online at ucdavisaggies.com/tickets. Go Ags!
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions. Attention anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, and other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-934-9217. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you with the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-934-9217 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, and other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-934-9217. 800-934-9217. 800-934-9217.
Thinking of remodeling your home? Say goodbye to endless internet searches and visit Subcontractors United. Find a list of 3 pre-qualified and licensed contractors in each home service category. From cabinets to landscapers and everything in between, Subcontractors United makes finding qualified contractors free and easy, with no accounts to set up. Visit subcontractorsunited.com and experience the joy of stress-free home improvement. Save time and money at subcontractorsunited.com.
What's hot and what's not. Brought to you by American Energy Heat and Air, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergyAir.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Well, I got a feeling on this one. We'll see.
I do too, on one of them at least.
Actually, I'm going to take a guess on the other one, too.
Yeah, I know the other one.
Who is hot?
The Sacramento Kings starting 5?
You're damn right.
Guys were 38 of 78 from the field, 16 of 30 from 3, and combined for 104 points in the Kings' 118-94 win over the Warriors last night.
Feels good.
Feels great, baby.
Hey, you know what I say? Old Carmichael Dave, calling this station since he was 13. I say it all the time. I'll say it again. You got to believe. You gotta believe. Because when the going gets rough and the rough get going, when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor, was it over? No.
Germans?
Whatever, he's on a roll.
Keep going, he's on a roll.
Yeah, keep going, he's on a roll. You gotta believe, Jason Ross. What I always say.
Yeah. I really need to believe more.
Mm-hmm. Who's not?
I'll let you take a stab at it.
Let me guess. Is it something that you could mold into something and make it an ashtray?
Let's say yes.
Okay.
Clay Thompson.
Clay, baby.
In 31 minutes, he was 0 for 10 from the field, 0 for 6 from 3, and ended the night with 0 points.
Oh. Well, he's got a boat.
He does. That's fun.
Big boat to lose around in. You can lose around the bay.
Boat to get boats raced in.
That's right. You got a boat.
Bat flap.
Yeah, dog paddled. Dog walked. Dog paddled. He got dog paddled. I don't understand. I really don't.
Help me understand.
Steven, good morning.
Dude, there's nothing I can follow up with that, dude. How are you gonna do that to me, man? You're gonna make me follow up with that, dude.
Dog paddle.
Turkey sausage.
Turkey sausage.
Turkey freaking sausage.
That's right.
Turkey freaking sausage. What a great game last night, huh?
Yeah, it was good. I don't know.
How do you guys feel about it? Was it like okay?
Yeah,
I mean, it was kind of a decent game at best, maybe.
It's okay.
Maybe not. It was great, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Oh,
it was so good last night, dude. It was so freaking good last night. I literally walked outside of my front door to look to my whatever direction I'm facing to look at the beam. And I'm waiting. I'm like, Dad, have you pressed the button yet? And he's like, no, he's about to press the button right now. I walked outside to watch the beam being lit from like 4 miles away.
I love it.
It was so great, man. What a
beam.
great, fantastic game. Dave, you deserve to get dragged.
Yes.
You really do.
Drag me.
You really need to get dragged. I got nothing for you, man.
Drag me.
I got nothing for you. I can't drag you. You're way too big. You're way too big for me to drag you.
Well, it's a
dude.
fat
So,
joke, though, so it's kind of okay.
No, it wasn't a fat joke. It was just a
Your big fat
joke.
ass
It was
is
a big
too
joke.
That's a big
It was
joke.
a big joke.
Tall joke.
It was a big joke. Oh, sorry, Steven. Thank you. Oh, what? Look. Hey, listen, I love Steven.
Is there a special guest on line 2?
I hope this is the guy. I really.
How do we prove it?
There'll be
know?
ways.
Okay.
As we welcome in right now, Joe. Good morning,
Joe.
Dave, I'm having a turkey sausage burrito special. They made it special for me this morning. Peñas and Lodi shout out. Let's go.
All right, just so we can prove it's you, and I already know it's you. But all right, if you were behind us, was my son sitting to your left or your right?
Well, after I kicked out those seat vultures, your son was sitting to my left.
Yeah, this is the guy. Okay, so you got to help me out. Listen, and I really put a high price on trying to be like super, like I felt rude in retrospect last night because it was so loud. And every time you were screaming either at the Warriors or at me, and it was something, and I don't know how right I'm going to get this, but it was like, turkey sausage is Draymond Green's order at a bakery in Danville, I think. And I didn't know what the hell you were talking about, but I was just like, yeah, man, turkey sausage. Like, what is that anywhere close to right as to what you were saying?
Danville, California, Alamo Cafe. Owner is Kim, very nice, portly lady. Draymond would call in his order for a turkey sausage, everything bagel, and he would take about an hour to get it. He would come in, and Kim would scream at him, Draymond, I make the best bagels in town. You're eating it cold. So there's no bagel better served than a cold turkey sausage, baby. Let's go.
So that's why you were yelling at Draymond all night. You're yelling turkey sausage. I have your Chris, play the clip. I went on your Instagram clip that you posted, and we grabbed it as a sounder. Here, play it.
Turkey sausage!
All night long.
Hashtag turkey sausage, Dre. Have fun in Cancun.
Thank you, Joe.
Why do you have to call the lady portly? He waits an hour.
Okay.
I make the best bagels in town.
So we've got it now. So this guy,
That's a sick burn.
it's the sickest burn. I honestly, of all the things,
Draymond felt seen.
I think he did. Of all the things that have been said to Draymond, you never know.
He'll remember that.
There's one little vulnerable spot in in Smaug the Dragon's stomach, and it's not what you'd expect.
But Joe found it.
And Joe found the fact that Draymond Green eats cold turkey sausage sandwiches for breakfast.
Can I say that I want the Kings to win, obviously. I want them to go to the playoffs. But I really want them to do it just so that there's somehow a turkey sausage chant at the next Kings home game.
I mean, honest to God, like, I'm telling you.
Maybe Draymond will work TNT's crew, and if the Kings advance and get there, and he's somehow around.
Turkey sausage!
It's the tone, too. It's gravelly.
It's just a picture of Draymond on a boat with a turkey sausage in a chokehold. Oh my God. I'm so glad. That's the beauty of radio.
Yeah,
because
it all came through.
I don't know if I was a listener that I'd believe me. I mean, it's a silly thing to make up, but like, wait, come on, Dave. Somebody maybe he was saying something else.
Well, even that, I mean, once you said it, I'm like, I'm sure it happened, but like, what's even the story? I just couldn't believe it.
And I've never met this gentleman in my life. He was super nice, like a great fan. He was into it all night, and then the fact that he listens and got the shout out and he's calling in, and we were able to put it all together. That's a nice, I'm quoting here, portly woman in Danville at the bakery makes Draymond Green cold turkey sausage breakfast sandwiches.
She's catching strays.
Also, yeah, but honestly, if I'm ever in Danville, I'm gonna visit it.
Oh, definitely.
I'm absolutely going.
Business is booming.
Turkey sausage!
Maybe that's why Draymond was so subdued last night.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, he's got me. He's got me.
My weakness.
I need to get out of here.
Let's call it a night. Let's wrap this thing up.
I've never been here before. What bagel do you suggest?
Turkey sausage!
I'm telling you, man, if we win one more game, I'm getting all three of us turkey sausage. It's just going to be a T-shirt that says turkey sausage and a little period at the end of it. And it'll just be for us and for listeners of the show. It's another great thing is when there's always inside references.
Yes. And when people are like, how did the dynasty end?
Turkey sausage.
Yes.
Turkey sausage. Speaking
of turkey
sausage, we got a turkey coming up next. The analyst for your Sacramento Kings. The one, the only, got to watch a little bit of the game with her last night. Katie Christensen, who for a change is not coming on after a devastating loss.
After a great win.
Katie Christensen was the New Orleans Pelicans of guests this year. She'll join us in a couple minutes right here on Sactown Sports.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Welcome to a brighter future with Aztec Solar, serving Sacramento since 1980. Everyone knows that solar saves money. How much? The answer is a few clicks away. Visit yourpowersavings.com. It's fast, easy, and reliable, giving you instant insight into your potential savings.
I used to pay $400 a month to the power company. And that $400 a month added up to $48,000 over the past 10 years. That all changed when I switched to solar with Aztec Solar.
Now it's your turn to stop overpaying for electricity. Calculate your solar savings right now at yourpowersavings.com. And Aztec Solar will email or text you how much you'll save every month. Plus, we've got an exclusive offer for you. Get your solar electrical system for just $9,995 cash price after incentives. Don't wait. This deal won't last forever. Visit yourpowersavings.com today and take the first step towards energy independence with Aztec Solar.
Capital Casino has been serving the greater Sacramento area in the same convenient downtown location for over 20 years, with plenty of close-by, well-lit parking monitored by security staff and offering the most variety of table games in the region in a safe and friendly environment. Best food, best service, and the best action. That's Capital Casino. For more information on tournaments and gaming, check out their website at capital-casino.com. And please remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Have you made a mistake in your past that you want removed from your record? At the Gonzalez Law Office, we know that good people make mistakes. Restore your rights. Clear your record. Call us at 916-304-9187. That's 916-304-9187 or at saclegaldefense.com. Do you have a pending criminal case or injured in an accident? At the Gonzalez Law Office, we handle all criminal and injury cases. We don't settle for less, and neither should you. Call the Gonzalez Law Office at 916-304-9187 or visit us at saclegaldefense.com.
Seems like all this artificial intelligence stuff stirs up the age-old debate of man versus machine. Hi, it's Dan from the Good Feet store, and let me ask you, would you let a robot cut your hair? Would you rely on an app to teach a kid to ride a two-wheeler? Let's face it, some things require the human touch. People come to us seeking a solution to foot, leg, and back pain after trying all kinds of things recommended by in-store machines or website blurbs. An impersonal, generic approach to solving a problem that's unique to you. No wonder they usually don't work. At the Good Feet store, you'll meet with an arch support specialist who will take the time to learn about your needs, your feet, your lifestyle, and then fit you from over 300 models and sizes of arch supports, designed for pain relief, better balance, and more comfort. See what we can do for you with a free fitting. Just stop in or schedule an appointment. With over 200 stores, there's likely one near you. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Everybody needs good feet.
This segment is brought to you by Aztec Solar. Skip the sales pitch. Calculate your solar savings at yourpowersavings.com.
KHTKAM HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone. And then boom,
with Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Yep.
No good. Rebounded by Kessler Edwards, and that will do it. You hear the thunderous light the beam chant in the background. The final 4 seconds tick away. Davion walks it into the front court. The horn sounds, and the Sacramento Kings have won in a live or die last game scenario. Win or go home, and the Kings managed to win. Steve Kerr, Mike Brown embrace at center court. And you wonder about the Steve Kerr dynasty and all the success of the Warriors. This year is a number 10 seed being bounced in the play-in opportunity. 118-94 is the final score.
I didn't realize the first couple times we played the final call.
It was always in there.
You could hear him in the background. Joining us right now, she had to this point been, I called her one thing, let's call her the Clay Thompson of guests on this program, because the poor thing had usually had to call in after devastating losses on a Tuesday. Well, she calls in arguably the biggest win in 20 years for the Sacramento Kings. The beautifully intellectual, wonderful, very good person, homemade dog food making, starts her taxes in August. Katie Christensen, good morning.
I wish I could start my taxes in August. That would make life a lot easier. Good morning, guys.
Did you finish yours, or did you do the extension?
Oh, I actually got mine done pretty early this year. and by that I mean like in February. But I have a tax person because I've never done my own taxes because since I was an adult and making money, when you're in the WNBA or the NBA or whatever, you have to file taxes in every state that you play in. So it's not easy, but yes, I just found out on Monday, so it's at least done and paid for and all that.
But I've witnessed you, Katie. You are a very thorough receipt and note taker.
Yeah.
So that's just to help out your tax person.
Yeah, no, I do a complete spreadsheet of all of my expenses in every category, send it off to them, and they can determine, because I work from home, like there's all these things. We're all looking for tax breaks, so
well done.
take advantage of what you can.
I believe they pronounce that anal, I think, when it comes to how she is with her taxes. Katie, are you a fan of turkey sausage?
I don't know that I've ever had it, but I'm trying to figure out where this is going.
There was a guy next to me yelling. Give me the yell, Chris.
Turkey sausage!
He was yelling turkey sausage all night.
Yeah, what is that about? What is that?
Well, we got him to call in. He was sitting next to on Mason's side, my son, and he just kept yelling turkey sausage towards me and then at Draymond Green. And it turns out that he knows the lady who he referred to as the portly lady, a portly woman who owns a bakery in Danville, and explained that Draymond Green would order a turkey sausage breakfast sandwich and would take an hour to come pick it up, and then she would yell at him because he always ate cold turkey sausage. So this guy's big burn on Draymond was yelling turkey. And we're just, there's Light the Beam, there's Feel the Roar, there's Here We Stay.
Domantas Sabonis,
Keegan Murray.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, Scott Moak, we need to get him to go, turkey sausage. And we're kind of adopting it as the de facto postseason chant, Katie.
Yeah, well, there's all-stars and all that stuff. I don't know that that's an all-star burn right there.
No.
Hey.
Well, that's the thing. I think it was a Trojan horse. I think Draymond's used to be calling every name in the book.
Yeah.
The horrible things are
He
said
didn't
to
see
him.
this coming.
He didn't see it coming at all. And I think he realized that I am the cold turkey sausage guy. And that's why he was so deflated last night, Katie. Key to the game.
Yeah, key to the game, 100%.
Yes.
What was the key to the game for you? Seriously, we were doing this earlier. This is such, and I know if there's one thing I know about Katie, she likes to be put on the spot and be forced to make a decision. We wanted to hand out a game ball. Now, I will just say, you could make a case for pretty much everybody in the starting lineup. I gave mine to Harrison Barnes because I was thinking with my heart and just how much I know last night meant to him, and he obviously played well. But Keegan, for sure. Keon Ellis, what an amazing line. You gave yours to
I did Keon, yeah.
Right.
But it could have been Keegan or Fox or Sabonis.
Yeah. Who would you got to give Katie's game ball, brought to you by whoever.
Turkey sausage.
Turkey sausage. Who are you giving yours to?
So yeah, you're right. You can make a case for a lot of people. So I have an answer, but I'm also going to give you a couple other answers. First quarter ball goes to Keegan, right?
Yeah.
He really set the tone offensively, all of that stuff. He started out guarding Steph, which, I'm not surprised by, and he did a great job, and I'm not surprised that they switch it up because you got to give a steady, diet of what's coming, who and what is coming defensively with Steph. Fourth quarter game ball goes to Harrison Barnes. He had 9 points in the fourth quarter, more than anybody else on either side. But the game ball is Keon Ellis to me. Like he was so good and so timely with his shots and did such a great job defensively. I mean, 3 blocks, 3 steals. When you look at the fourth quarter and Steph Curry went 3 of 4 in the fourth quarter from the field. First of all, only 4 shots. He only took 1 3. 1 3. He missed it. And it was just, he did such an excellent job of taking on that challenge. But also, you look at it, look at the Warriors. They had Trace Jackson Davis. They had BP. These are guys that are rookies that have been thrust into big roles with the Warriors. And I felt both of them were just eaten alive by the moment, right? Mm-hmm. And then you look at Keon, who I know he's not really a rookie, but he's a rookie in terms of being a part of it and being impactful. And this is a guy that was like in and out of the lineup, playing a, kind of very depleted role, if you will, early in the season, to being in the starting lineup and playing in his first massive game. And man, like the moment was not too big for him. And so to me, the game ball goes to Keon.
Katie, Keon was a huge part of it, but the collective defense, I don't know if they've played better this year. That 4-quarter performance was as locked in from start to finish, the 50-50 balls, the closing of a defensive set, the rebounding. What did you see from them defensively?
That to me is why they won the game. And it's really crazy, you guys, because this has been such an up and down season, right? And the expectations and everything. And I think that, and I understand that, fans and people, that are following the Kings can be like, well, it's been disappointing. You go from being like the darling of the NBA a year ago, Cinderella story, third in the Western Conference, playoff appearance. This is that number one offense in NBA history, and so on and so forth. And then it's like, well, you're not meeting the expectations this season. Well, I kind of disagree in the sense that when you look at it from like a 30,000 foot point of view, take the Warriors, for example. They were 6th in the Western Conference last year, and they had 2 more wins this season than they did last year, and they were 10th. Like the just scope of the Western Conference was so different this year than it was last year because most teams were healthy, right? The Kings have dealt with a ton of injuries in comparison to a year ago. Throughout the course of the season, they've missed guys for long stretches of time. And then obviously to have Malik and Kevin, Kevin with the season-ending injury and Malik with the knee injury that came against Dallas, and we still don't know his status. And he's certainly not going to be available for Friday, but if they advance after that, what is his status? So they're dealing with all of these things. But the big thing that everyone has always complained about is defense with this team. Well, this is not like, I'm trying to, how do I put this into words nicely? Watching the last TNT game against New Orleans from home and listening to like Chuck and everyone in the, TNT, studio talking about how terrible the Kings defense is. Well, it was not great against New Orleans because the Kings just quite honestly don't match up well against them. And it's like, are you watching? Have you been watching any other games? Have you been paying attention? Are you just watching the game that is being played that day that you guys are covering? Because since March 1st to the end of the regular season, the Kings, that's 24 games, you guys. The Kings are 3rd in the NBA in defensive rating. 3rd, 109.5 per game, right? The 2 teams above them, Orlando and Miami. And 24 games, you guys, is almost a third of the season. And they finished the season, I think, at 14 in defensive rating. They were 24th a year ago. Yes, their offensive rating is lower, but they're playing both sides now. And I can make the argument that this team is so much better defensively than people give them credit for, because I don't think people are really paying that close of attention. And I get it. It's hard. There's 30 teams and blah, 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 and all the things. And, the national schedule and so on and so forth. It definitely highlights different teams. So to me, the key to really the Kings surviving the end of the regular season with the injuries and then that win last night, defensively, you guys, they have been so much more impactful than I think any of us ever anticipated that they even could be.
That's TV analyst Katie Christensen, who joins us each Wednesday at 9 a.m. Katie, to your point about the season, the ups and downs, as we say, there's been quite a few candidates for Willotes. As I talked to you on the show earlier, the Kings were 0-6 in Wogos in their entire history. Would you consider last night the Willote?
What the heck is a Willote?
A Willote is the worst loss of the year, of course. A Wogo would be win or go home.
Okay.
And last night, I'm asking if last night was the Willote, the best win of the year. Come on, you're an analyst? What an idiot. She's an analyst.
I didn't know I needed like a cheat code to figure out all of your
These are
lingo.
terms. Do you know what a spray 3 is? I mean, these are basketball terms, Katie.
Okay.
Obviously,
Start taking notes.
last night was the best one of the year, obviously. But I'm going to ask you this. Look, you haven't been here since '85, but you've been here a while now. None of us are getting any younger, you know. Is this? Would you say this is? I'm asking you. Don't be prisoner of the moment like I am. Is this the best Kings win of your career here?
Oh, I think without a doubt. Yeah. In terms of what it means.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
There's been great wins, comeback wins, dominant performances, so on and so forth throughout my time here. But in terms of what they mean and the value to the season, like when you have a big win in an 82 game season, it's not as meaningful as a playoff win, or now in the current NBA play-in situations where it is like a win or go home dynamic. And to have it be a one-off game is even more amazing, right? I think when you're in a 7-game series with a team, and like you look at Game 6 last year where the Kings had to win. Yeah, they had to win to continue, right? But this one is different in the meaning of like, yeah, that you had one chance to do it. You have 7 in a 7-game series to like come out with the ultimate win, which is advancing. So in terms of, last night and what the play-in now represents in the NBA, these games are really exciting. And I actually love the play-in tournament now because, and not just because of the situation the Kings are in, but I mean, you guys, we have been watching more like closely the finale and the end of the regular season, like the final, like look at the final 20 games, and even midway point of the season, you're looking at the Lakers and the Warriors and 9, 10, 11, like it's going back and forth. Like we weren't paying attention to that before. No one cared. And it made everything more meaningful. And then you look at the Warriors and how great they were kind of the last couple months of the season. They were brilliant. They were 10-2 to finish the season, better than any team in the league. And they were still in 10th place. So to me, it is such a great addition to the NBA schedule. But in terms of the Kings winning last night, like it was terrifying going in because you got one chance, one shot at it. And man, did they step up to the moment. And Mike Brown talks before the game, like first question was like, where do you think your team is? Like, how do you feel going into this one? And he's like, I feel like they're confident. I feel like they're ready. I feel like they're focused. But the most important thing he said is, and I feel like they believe. I feel like they have a belief that they're going to win this game. And he's talked so much about the importance of belief. And he talks about the head coach at St. Mary's, who he's really close to. And this has been an ongoing thing that he has mentioned over the last couple of years, is the key is trying to get your team to believe what they're capable in. And when they stepped out on the floor in that first quarter, I'm like, wow, like, he's right. Like he has now successfully instilled a belief in this team that even when their backs are against the wall, when it's an elimination game, that they have the ability, regardless of who is healthy and on the floor, they have the ability to come out and get a victory. And so that's what I felt from that game. Like I'm like, wow, 10 points, 20 points. I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah. I think it's safe to say that they really believe that they can do this.
He instilled that belief, I think, into the team, Katie, to your point, and individuals. And a guy like Keegan Murray, who I think last year in the postseason in that series against the Warriors got better as it went along and looked more and more comfortable. Yesterday, I felt like Keegan thought, I'm just going to go from the get-go. Yeah. I loved his aggressive nature. And on a night filled with stars, the end, he's the high scorer with 32. What do you think about Keegan's performance last night?
One of the things that has changed with all the injuries this season is that Mike Brown has been more involved in play calling. Normally with their system, and what we saw last year and early in the season, is there's a lot of freedom for the guys on the floor to make the decision of what they're going to run, how they're going to attack. And that's kind of, to a certain degree, there's been frustration from fans because when it's like, oh, we need more from Keegan, or we need more from Kevin, or we need more from Harrison. Well, every game has a different flow to it. And so if someone gets going early, or there's something they're trying to take advantage of, defensively. Yeah, some guys can seem really quiet, but as the season has gone on, and we saw it for a chunk of time where they were calling plays at the beginning of the game for Harrison Barnes, and he had that stretch where he was really good late in the season. And it's like, oh, see, this is what we need. We need him to be more aggressive and more active. It's like that was intentional. That was by design. That was Jay Triano and Mike Brown looking at the matchups and saying, oh gosh, well, the worst defender most nights is going to be put on Harrison from the beginning. So let's try and utilize this matchup and that matchup. And then with Keegan last night, Mike Brown, first play of the game was drawn up for Keegan. Second year player getting the first play and then responding. And then they just kept going back to him. And I was thinking as I was watching, and it was such a cool moment. I'm like, he's so different as a player than he was a year ago. He was a 3-point shooter, really kind of hit him defensively. He would rebound a little, but this year, like, he came up with so many rebounds last night, you guys. Like, you talk about the rebounding differential. Kings had 15 offensive rebounds. Domantas Sabonis is the leading rebounder in the NBA and the leading offensive rebounder. He had 1 offensive rebound last night. It was everybody else that got involved. They did a great job of trying to make him, ineffective on the boards, and he still had a double-double. He still had 13 boards, I believe, but it was on the defensive end. And so for Keegan to come in, and he was making threes, he was driving the lane, he's got the midi, and he's playing defense on Steph and, rebounded. Like, it was such a cool moment to witness. Like, wow. And I said it at the beginning of the season, I was like, Keegan Murray is going to be an all-star someday. That is how good I think he is. And just a juxtaposition from year 1 to year 2 in a massive game, and for him to step up like that, it was so amazing. It was so amazing to be a part of.
Katie Christensen joining us. I've got a lot of stuff for you here. Number one, and we don't really, no time we'll comment on this later, but just breaking news real quick. According to Shams Charania, Jonte Porter, the brother of Michael Porter Jr., has been given a lifetime ban from the NBA. The NBA's investigation found that he had, quote, disclosed confidential information to sports bettors, limiting his own participation in 1 or more games for betting purposes on top of betting on NBA games. So a young player is his career is over for those mistakes. But that's good because the NBA, of course, would never take gambling money anyways. That's a whole different thing. But this guy's throwing games or throwing his own time. So that's number one. Number two, to your point about Keegan, an NBA or a Sacramento record, by the way, in the playoffs, 8 3-pointers last night for Keegan Murray. And this is a sloppy segue, but this also absolutely surprised me. It's sloppy in the sense that we were just talking about Jonte Porter, and I'm going to bring up betting odds. But the odds have hit for Friday's game. And Katie, we usually play this game. I'll bring you in. And I know you're going to love this because you know nothing about betting. So I'll let Jason start to give you an idea. Chris, your mic on too, please. I want to go around the room here. The Sacramento Kings take on the New Orleans Pelicans in New Orleans. As we know, they're 0-5 against them this year. They have lost by a collective amount of points. That is a record amongst teams that have lost to any other teams. 0-5. So the Kings are at the Pelicans on Friday. Chris, why don't you lead us off? Who is favored, but by how much?
I am going to say the Pelicans by 3.5.
3.5, okay.
We don't know about Zion, but even with that, I'm going to say Pelicans by 6.5.
6.5. Okay. I believe the Kings have lost to the Pelicans somewhere around 20 points on average in 5 games. Katie, I let Chris and Jason go first so you get an idea. Who is favored in what? You know what? Actually, never mind. I don't know the rules. I'm not having, you know what? I just realized I'm not going to put you in a position to talk about betting.
Yep,
so.
I can't.
Yeah. So I'll skip
right
Katie.
after the DeJounte.
I know, right? Because I'm an idiot.
I take the course. I do all the stuff. We have to do an online course. All the stuff.
Just caught it.
Just
caught it. So you can just listen in. Just listen in on your own, guys. The Pelicans are favored by 1.5.
Oh, wow.
Wait a minute. Breaking news. The Sacramento Kings are 1.5 point favorites in New Orleans.
That's
got to
be Zion related.
It has to be. How is
and
that?
We don't know that he's out.
And just so people understand who are new to the show, we don't use the betting lines for betting 1-800-GAMBLER, obviously. What we do is it's very interesting to see where Vegas is on these things, because a lot of times it's a predictor for injuries and stuff. These are the guys that have all the inside scoops, right? The fact of the matter that the Kings are favored at the Open, which I imagine is going to change to a pick 'em by Friday, because there's probably going to be a lot coming in on the other side, scares me to death. All right, cut, paste, move on. Now getting back to Katie. Katie, we're trying not to look ahead today. We're trying to enjoy this game and this win. Can you analyze a way for the Kings to beat the Pelicans based on what you've seen so far this year? Is there something we're missing?
Well, I'll explain to you why it's a really difficult matchup for the Kings.
Yeah.
And I got into it a little bit on the pre and post game show last night. The reality of it's crazy, the NBA, right? Like, because the Lakers have been brilliant against the Pelicans. It's not a good matchup for the Pelicans to go against the Lakers. They have struggled with them this year. On the flip side, we have struggled with the Pelicans and dominated the Lakers, right? How does that happen?
Yeah.
Like, how does that happen? Well, first of all, the 3-point shooting of the Pelicans is far superior to the Lakers. And Domantas Sabonis has absolutely dominated Anthony Davis, dominated him. That has been a huge factor in that matchup. But when you look at why the Lakers have been good against the Pelicans, it's because they have size that we do not. We struggle with the size of them paired with their 3-point shooting, because they have so many 3-point shooters. You have to blitz, you have to double team. And not only do they have multiple 3-point shooters that you can kick it to and they can knock it down, you kind of pick your poison on who's the hot guy. When you play the Pelicans, there's a list of hot players, which is the ones in terms of how you defend the 3-point shot. There's like 7 of them. I'm not joking, you guys. Normally, maybe you might have 4 on a team, but then you have Zion, who you kick the ball to out of a double team, and he immediately flash drive, put it on the ground, and attacks like a freight train going down the center of the key. Kings don't match up well with Zion. That's the problem. The Lakers, you can put LeBron on them. Size, strength, it's a lot different ball game when you're playing in that matchup. So to me, who's available obviously is very impactful. I have a big question about Brandon Ingram too. He only played 4 minutes in the fourth quarter against the Lakers. Something's going on with him. I haven't had time yet today to look into that. And not going to lie to you guys either. I'm not going to look into it today. I'll look into it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But I'm just going to enjoy this win today. So to me, the question is, can you in some way make the Pelicans struggle from the 3-point line? Because that literally erases so much of their potency on the offensive end. You look at their game against the Lakers last night, they were down big in the first half. They shot horribly from 3-point range. Horribly. That is not the team that we saw. And that's not the team most teams see on most nights, right? And so the crazy thing about the 3-point shot in the NBA and a play-in situation, you guys, you can be a 3-point shooting team and struggle for a game in a 7-game series, and it's going to even out. A play-in game, you have to be good. And so if in some world the Kings can do a great job in terms of defending the 3 and pairing that, hopefully New Orleans has an off night, I think you have a legitimate shot of being able to advance.
That's Katie Christensen coming in, hitting cleanup, doing a great job after a big win for a change. Also, if you ever pay attention, one of my favorite things about Katie, whenever she says the word literally, literally. You ever notice that, Katie? You always
I do, because I'm a redneck and there's a lot of letters that I kind of slur. And so there are letters, and a lot of them are the IEs, right?
Yes.
And so I get lazy with them, and I have to enunciate clearly. Yeah.
Someday I'll share the story of us watching part of the game together last night, but we'll save that for another day. Thank you, dear. Always a great job. Thanks so much. And I'm sure we will be talking to you very, very soon. Go Kings.
All right. Go Kings.
Katie will take a break. When we come back, we got the play-in game. Part 2.
Yeah, the East version.
The East version. Whatever. We'll watch it. It's like jury duty.
Yeah.
You have to do
We
it.
never did our 3 in the key. We can recap that.
Let's find out how we did. Yeah, 3 in the key. You're absolutely right, Jason Ross, and that's why you are the best. Look at you, 3 in the key. And
I'm the best.
You are the absolute best. You are, you know what? You're my turkey sausage.
Oh.
We'll take turkey sausage! Also, shout out Nate, who just walked in, who came up to me randomly and was like, hey!
Yeah.
Scared the hell out of me.
Made me feel good, too, to see Nate at the
It was
game.
Nate. Very solid young man.
Yeah.
Works out. When we come back, all of that. Bye.
What's the missing piece for the 49ers?
Which names will they add during free agency? Whether it's in season or off season, the coverage never stops. Get the latest 49ers news on Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
It's Coach Doug Christie here to remind you, if you want a deal that's a slam dunk, go see the winning team at Folsom Lake Ford. Folsom Lake Ford is your truck headquarters with all your American-made favorites, like America's best-selling F-Series, F-150s, and Super Duties, or spacious new Explorers and Expeditions, plus a huge selection of Broncos and Bronco Sports, all in stock now at Folsom Lake Ford. In the Folsom Auto Mall, you can buy any new Ford with zero down on approved credit, save big with low interest finance rates, and Folsom Lake Ford always pays top dollar for your trade. Check out the huge selection of inventory online at FolsomLakeFord.com or stop by the dealership to see their most recent arrivals. Looking for something special? Give them a call and tell them Doug Christie sent you. They'll help you out. Hurry to Folsom Lake Ford in the Folsom Auto Mall, your trusted dealer, my trusted dealer for over 35 years and counting.
Subscribe to Sactown Sports on YouTube and watch the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Stiles and Watkins, and the Drive Guys, live Monday through Friday from 6 to 6. Plus, view archive shows and exclusive content.
Subscribe at youtube.com/Sactown Sports.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is Wednesday as we're halfway through the work week. We're looking at a cool start for the day, so you might need a jacket early on. But for the afternoon, you're not going to need that jacket. Mostly sunny skies, light winds, highs stay in the low 80s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
The 2024 Accord is once again a winner of the 2024 Car and Driver's 10 Best Cars, making Honda the winningest brand in Car and Driver Award history. Come drive it. We are Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The Arnold Law Firm has seen how an injury can turn anyone's life upside down. Whether it's a slip and fall, a car accident, or any other kind of injury. For almost 50 years, the Arnold Law Firm has been here to help you through the entire process to protect you and your family. If you are ever injured or in an accident, call the Arnold Law Firm. The Arnold Law Firm, providing real justice for you since 1975. Call 916-777-7777. That's 916-777-7777.
2 young fathers are shot to death outside an iconic Utah restaurant.
I said, your dad has been hurt really bad.
The grief was disorienting for those left behind until one choice changed everything.
I just remember writing this letter, and it wasn't me writing it.
Can a personal decision shape generations?
We're all falling for this guy's trick.
I'm Amy Donaldson. Season 2 of The Letter, Ripple Effect, is available now. Follow us at theletterpodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day?
Right now, Revive Men Cell Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T level is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They're in Midtown in the Cal Sutter Medical Building and also offer telemedicine appointments. Plus, with free shipping directly to you, Revive takes the hassle out of treating low T and ED. Schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation today. Call Revive Men's Health at 916-365-4566. That's 916-365-4566 or visit revivemenshealth.com.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
You don't just provide cookie-cutter portfolios?
No, we tailor our clients' portfolios to their goals and needs.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission-based products. We're a fiduciary, the highest standard of care for a financial advisor. It means we're obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we have one transparent management fee structured, so we do better when our clients do better.
Sounds like you really look out for your clients.
We do, because our priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly, different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
You've been waiting all winter for the snow to melt and the golf course to awaken. It's time for your long-awaited spring golf getaway to Plumas Pines Golf Resort in beautiful Gray Eagle, California. The golf course opens April 19th, so the timing is perfect to take advantage of Plumas Pines Spring Special. You can walk the course for $75 or ride for $90, available 7 days a week through May 23rd. Beneath towering pines adjacent to the Feather River, Plumas Pines Golf Resort offers a spectacular round of mountain golf. You'll love the grandeur of the Sierra, the calmness of Gray Eagle, and a wonderful test of golf at Plumas Pines with spring special rates of $75 to walk and $90 to ride 7 days a week until May 23rd. Make your reservation at plumaspinesgolf.com. Whether you visit for the day or stay a few days, Plumas Pines Golf Resort will make your play memorable. Visit plumaspinesgolf.com and make your tee time reservations for the spring special rates available 7 days a week. That's plumaspinesgolf.com.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Other side that are not having a great day today. Warrior fans. This is a sad. You can talk about all their championships. You can talk about all the great they've had, but this is a sad day for them in the beginning of a long, sad summer for them. And I spoke to one after the game last night, and perfectly.
Very nice, portly lady.
No, oh God, you don't even know what I'm about to do, Chris, and you have no idea how bad that was.
Perfect.
And
love it.
She brings up this lady I spoke to.
Oh no.
Yeah. Brings up a really good point about maybe an unfair advantage the Kings have.
Cowbells. Apparently, like, ringing cowbells during competition is a thing now. Listen, I mean, how would you like it if when you were trying to do your job, there were people screaming in your ear and ringing cowbells all day?
It's a great point.
Was it unfair? Was it an unfair fight?
It kind of was. Did the Kings cheat last night through their fans? This lady thinks so.
Cowbells. Apparently, like, ringing cowbells during competition is a thing now. Listen, I mean, how would you like it if when you were trying to do your job, there were people screaming in your ear and ringing cowbells all day?
Now, technically, Jason, you're on the Kings radio broadcast. I imagine at times there are people screaming in your ear near it and ringing cowbells.
Yeah.
And don't you, it's tough to do your job.
But you go on.
So I appeal to my fellow Kings fans who at best will not see a home game until sometime late next week if everything were to go right. Maybe consider when you're attending the game, maybe leave the cowbell at home. Maybe look,
quiet clap.
That's
people are doing their jobs.
They're doing their look, and if there's anyone, whether it's Chet Holmgren, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, of course Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
Have some respect. Have some respect. RESPECK.
Yeah.
All right. That's your one tender moment for the day.
It's one to grow on.
3 in the key last night. John Tesh, cue him, please. Let's go. And we'll find out exactly how we did in a play-in version of 3.
It's time to go straight.
Nope.
Either one.
Or we could go.
We could streak.
We could streak. Chris, which would you like us to streak, or would you like us to 3?
We'll streak.
I would like for you to give me a second.
Okay.
We'll do the streak really fast.
Let's do the streak.
Okay,
really
because
fast.
both.
It's time to go streaking.
Turkey sausage.
Nostradamus of MLB. Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing? We're streaking.
Dave, you're at 1. I'm at 1. Chris was at 0. You both picked the same player yesterday. Mr. Ruiz.
Ruiz.
He did not start, so he got a plate appearance, though, as a pinch hitter. So only one opportunity. 0 for 1.
God dang it,
So you and Chris are both at 0. I picked Ellie De La Cruz on a 1-game hitting streak with Mookie Betts the day before. I got a hit. 1 for 2, so I'm at 2.
Look at you. You and the Kings, winners.
Yes. All right, so you pick.
Remember the song Even Flow by Pearl Jam?
Yes.
Where he goes, sweet and 17 made of concrete. That's Estuary Ruiz. Nobody knows how to say his first name. Don't give me a salmon. Don't give me a bass. Don't give me a bluegill. Give me a trout. Mike Trout.
You want the Mike Trout?
Give me Mike Trout. I haven't taken him all year. I don't think anybody's taken him all year.
Okay, Chris did.
Hey, Mikey Trout.
I'll take Corey Seager.
Oh, Bob's kid.
Rangers, yes. Chris?
I will take Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
Okay, there you go.
I think Keon Ellis.
Nice. Well,
do it.
See how you did in 3 in the key.
All right, 3 in the key. La 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 la. Turkey sausage.
Wait for an hour.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Top 3 scores for the Kings and their totals. That was our prediction. Dave, you said Fox 38, Murray 22, Sabonis 19. I said Fox would have 37, Murray 25, Sabonis 21. Chris said Fox 42, Sabonis 22, Murray 19. The correct answer was Murray 32, Fox 24, Harrison Barnes 17. None of us mentioned HB.
We didn't.
All right, then we asked Kings made 3-pointers versus Warriors made 3-pointers. Dave, you said there'd be 16 for the Kings, 15 Warriors, 14 Kings, 17 Warriors for me. Chris said 18 Kings, 15 Warriors. The correct answer was 18 and 10. Kings win that category. Then the random stat. Davey said game will go to overtime.
Random.
That did not happen.
Almost.
Thankfully. Almost. Chris said that Trey Lyles would have 15 or more points. He had 7. And I need help from the judges here because I feel like I got this correct, but I don't think I officially did. So here's where I asked for the help. I said a Warrior would give the Kings fans crumble cookies with 2 missed free throws. Now, Wiggins missed his first 2 of the 3, but they didn't do the crumble cookies thing.
Really?
There was no yum, yum, yum,
What? There was no what?
Exactly. The cookie monster up there.
So what? So what? You'd have to miss all 3?
I don't know.
All right.
I know where you're going.
I know. We got a break.
To the source? Okay. We'll get the answer later.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, crosstalk with Styles and Watkins, and we'll also see. Oh, by the way, Miami, Philly, Atlanta, Chicago tonight. Cards, A's, and Giants, Marlins on right now. As a matter.
Oh yeah, let's turn on.
We're back with crosstalk next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it? Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave for my good friends at American Energy. Now, I've told you this before, but this is what we call extending a good deal. Right now, American Energy Heat and Air is offering an HVAC diagnostic for $99. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Never mind. They're offering it free. It's a $99 value, but you get it for $0. Let the American Energy team test your system connections and all the moving parts of that system to ensure that it's functioning properly. Now, this is a limited time offer. Call today to schedule your appointment at 916-520-9990. Speak to the company that has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau that's been making the greater Sacramento area proud since 1981. 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Power Business Technology is proud to be 100% independent, locally owned, and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a 2022 Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com. Have you made a mistake in your past that you want removed from your record? At the Gonzalez Law Office, we know that good people make mistakes. Restore your rights. Clear your record. Call us at 916-304-9187. That's 304-9187. Or at SacLegalDefense.com. Do you have a pending criminal case or injured in an accident? At the Gonzalez Law Office, we handle all criminal and injury cases. We don't settle for less, and neither should you. Call the Gonzalez Law Office at 916-304-9187 or visit us at SacLegalDefense.com.
Contact tax relief helpers for details and restrictions. Attention anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, and other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-934-9217. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you with the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-934-9217 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, and other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-934-9217. 800-934-9217. 800-934-9217.
It's time to trade in and trade up at Northern California's #1 Honda dealer, Stockton Honda. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, Stockton Honda has the selection and savings. Plus, get top dollar for your trade. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com. It's all a click away.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. Stockton Honda.com.
Number 1 claim based on 2023 total new Honda certified pre-owned vehicle car sales from American Honda Motor Company sold on report. It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Hey! There he is. Yeah, there he is. Oh, righty there.
There he is.
Uh-huh. It is,
that won't get old.
No, we're going to get towels and everything with it on there. A little turkey sausage. Good morning. Good morning.
Tomorrow.
Is that? Okay. It could be. You know, it sounds a bit evil, what you just said. Yeah. You ever heard the term mind your P's and Q's?
Yes.
You know what it means? Nordstrom?
I know it means something.
But back in the olden days, when they'd be in the pub and they get a little drunk and rowdy, and the bartender lady or man would say, "Hey, buddy, mind your P's and Q's. Mind your pints and quarts." Because they would spill. Right. And a quart. Later on, we can go through off the air the actual real origination of the F word. That one? We got to show. I think you should talk about that all day.
Yeah. What else are you talking about?
Yeah, that's frosted teeth.
Yeah, let's do this. We did this with Katie. We'll do it with you guys. Who's your game ball coach?
You'll only give one.
Only one.
I think you got to give it to Keegan.
Yeah.
I was going to say Keon.
Okay. So there you go. Katie said Keon. I said Keon. And you said
I said Harrison. I said a thing with my heart.
He went hard.
It was just such a great moment for him last night. What a struggle bus much of the year.
Who knew, by the way, we didn't talk about this yet, when it was 8-7 Warriors and Mike Brown is the most random challenge of all time. Like, what is he doing? The run started then.
The run started with the challenge.
That was the last time they had the lead, I think, right? The Warriors? It was like 8-5 or something.
Yeah,
I think so.
I was
like, why are you challenging
it was pretty bad.
And he didn't even, if you watched on the bench, he didn't really check with Jordan. He just said, and then after he said, he made a gesture like, I know I'm right.
Yeah.
I don't need to check this.
We won that one, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Also good for Jordy. Kings have not lost. He was announced to go to the Nets.
I wonder if Mike was like, sit down. Yeah, you've already gotten the
job. Yeah, hey, too big for your britches, Jordy.
Yeah.
I'm still the coach. I'm still the coach. You're the assistant. Okay, assistant.
Yes, right.
It's going to be a good show today, guys. Everyone's listening. Everyone's excited. Everyone's calling in.
Yep.
I had a guy next to me last night screaming turkey sausage all night.
I heard.
Couldn't understand.
He even called in.
He did.
That was really great. Radio and everything. You okay today?
I'm great.
I was worried about you last night.
I'm great. I posted a video. Jason's on KCRA at 12. I'm on again at 4.
Are you Chris? Are you doing?
Yeah,
3?
I'm doing the.
I'll be on at 6.
Daylight savings.
Yeah,
Chris had the YouTube on fire last night with the post game, so Chris is taking
honestly too much
a little break. But you do not want to miss what I have in store for the Warriors at 4.
Oh my God!
You don't want to miss it.
He's gonna put a face to it. Oh my goodness!
You do not want to.
Is it a Warriors jersey with the chest cut out?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that would be awesome. All right. Celebrity birthdays.
I've never even seen something like that.
You said no. Make your own, dude. Yeah. Be creative. Also, your baby. Kind of wrong.
Well, there's a screen. I was gonna post a screenshot where she looked at the De'Aaron Fox jersey. She never touched the Warriors jersey.
Right for it,
but she didn't touch it.
Is Alan's baby washed?
Yeah. She did not touch it.
How about the face of Baby Rain?
Baby Rain wasn't having it. Was not having it at all. Okie dokie artichoke. Celebrity birthdays brought to you by Cowbell.
Happy birthday to Jennifer
Lopez.
Aniston.
Jennifer Lee.
Lauren
oh no, that's Janice Lee. The Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Jennifer Jason Lee.
Jennifer Garner.
Oh, that one.
What's in your wallet?
Capital One girl. She's 48.
Yeah, that's a tough one. She could be 50. I'm going to say 50.
Okay.
Say 52.
46.
Okay, we've got a correct answer, and it is Chris Watkins, 52.
Wow. What's in your wallet?
Yes. Happy birthday, Victoria.
Secret.
Jackson. Beckham. Not a real person.
Yes.
You don't know.
Victoria Beckham.
Hard life she grew up. Hard life.
Rolls Royce. Victoria Beckham is.
Her grandfather was Alvaro Marxist.
Yeah, he was.
And then her family got a Rolls Royce.
Right? It's
interesting.
Not very Marxy. She's 44.
44.
Still got it, too,
47.
by the way.
47.
Yeah, I'll say 50.
49.
We have a correct answer, and it is 2 for 2. Chris Watkins.
Wow.
Big Victoria
He's
Beckham.
heating up.
He's
Heating up.
Now we'll find out if he's on fire.
Oh, no.
Happy birthday, Norman
Powell.
Norman
Osborne.
Now comes the hint. Happy birthday, Boomer.
Oh,
Esiason.
Norman Esiason.
Boomer Esiason.
Yes.
Jeez, with a name like that.
With a name like
Would he
that.
have been good as Norman Esiason?
No,
Yeah,
never.
absolutely
Go ahead. Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. How am I supposed to work like this?
I don't think that was very good radio.
I'm scared.
I'm always afraid someone's going to bust in here
That was
someday.
terrifying.
That was really scary. Go
Emmanuel.
ahead. Lewis.
Boomer is 67.
Say 65.
66. Pick up sticks.
63.
We have a correct answer, and it's Chris Verlaw.
Oh,
The cowbell got in the way.
Yeah, threw off his equilibrium.
That's about a 7. All right, 4. You and that guy,
Yeah.
and you over
And
there,
him.
and him, and a
her.
little bit of her,
Turkey
and the
sausage.
cowbell, and turkey sausage, the MVP. Light the beam. These are next. Bye now.
Trying to find out where to catch your favorite team's games?